Oh, it's gaming time. Alright, welcome. Everybody's actually here. I know I started early. But I'm going to be doing some Vanguard today because I actually managed to knock out Prestige 4 Sniper on my own. God help me. Stayed up all night. Well, not all night, but, you know, a degenerate amount of time. Point is, we no longer have to do Sniper. And I'll be honest, Sniper was like one of the least fun of all the classes I've done. The Prestige 4. This guy sucked ass. He does not have a fun perk tree. Now, I've left him at level 22 for now because I'm too lazy to go into that last game at the moment for these three. And we're like Prestige 2 on Vanguard now. Which really means we have like the only perks we actually want, but we're going to take them all the way. Straight into Absolute. Now, matchmaking is a little bit better today. Thank God. What's up, Knight? What's up, Holy Absalon? How you doing, dude? Today we're just going to be rocking some more Prestige stuff, as we often do. And Vanguard's been going pretty well because you kind of get like a whole build with him the moment you do your Prestige. Or like, you know, your first 10 levels, you kind of get like his whole Executioner build. So that's good. Don't deal with that too much. If I ever actually load into this game here. We got our veteran sergeant. No, he's a former Death Watch veteran sergeant, Tyrannic War veteran as well. This guy has got it all. That's quite a lore-accurate outfit, actually. I put some effort in. I mean, he is an Ultramarine, but there's a ton of Ultramarine drip in this game anyway, so... I'm here to ruin your day. Assault Champion is a White Scar. Yeah, well, he's also going to get the Blood Angel. Like, there's no way they're going to give the Blood Angel to somebody else, right? They would never do that. Surely. I had a pretty good day with these servers, honestly. Some lag here and there, but always found a group and no DCs. Hope your session is just as good. Love the channel, by the way. Thank you very much. Also, I have found the servers today not to be too bad. They did a hot fix earlier, or they did some actual maintenance on their back end. And it seems to be fixed for the most part. But those first 2 days, holy shit. It was like actually frustrating how much a desync there was. Congrats on 10K. Figure you hit today. Thank you very much, David. Also, yes, thank you all for helping us hit 10,000 subscribers. You know, I've always considered it a privilege to be able to make any kind of content online and have an audience. But like getting to play a Warhammer game and do that for me, that means a lot, personally. So thank you. Those of you who are here. And everyone who comes in happens to hear that. Bro, where's my power axe? I want to cosplay as Dante. It's coming. It's coming. It's coming like the dragons in Game of Thrones. Are you guys ever going to load in? Harvey, some classy names. Some classy names in this game. Should I get this game? No, it's terrible. You shouldn't. Actually, you should buy Warhammer models instead. They're way cheaper, definitely. I mean, if you like horde shooters, this one's probably one of the more popular ones on the market at the moment, besides, like, Helldivers. I'd say popular with, like, an asterisk. It's definitely a good game. Most of the controversy comes from players that have been playing the entire time and have, like, hundreds of hours at this point. And if a game is warranting players playing for hundreds of hours, it must be pretty decent. Like, not a ton of games are, like, have people willing to sink that much time into them regularly with, like, no mods. Oh, granted, this game does have mods. But it's pretty fun. It is a little bit like Mario Party difficulty at times. I say Mario Party. I don't know what the fuck I was thinking when I said that. But it is a little bit like a clunky at times, or some bugs in it. There's some weird server issues at times. But like, despite all its jank, it's pretty fun. Pretty fun game, especially if you're a Warhammer fan. Like, the the dress up party is pretty good, especially if you're on PC and get some of the other mods. Mario Party difficulty is crazy. That's how I feel, because sometimes, you know, you see comments that are like, huh, how'd you possibly dodge all of those? And like, this must be cheats. And I'm like, you're pretty much accusing me of like cheating at Mario Party. And, you know, it makes my head spin when you have to deal with those kind of comments. And then like on my Dark Tide videos, where the gameplay is just 10 times harder, I just got called a trash can instead for completing like 10 times harder content. No one ever calls me a cheater in that game. I literally have UI mods. They're just like, oh yes, this is all acceptable. You're just shit. Nice build, loser. Nice plasma spam, you bum. I find the two communities pretty funny, despite the fact that they are adjacent to each other. What's your guess on the new class we are getting eventually? Probably, you know, I'm gonna say it's probably gonna be a tech marine. If it's not a tech marine, it's gonna be like maybe an apothecary. I really hope it's not an apothecary. That's my personal thing. I don't want an apothecary. They are boring. All right, we're leaving this lobby. This guy will not load in.
Secure that sector.
Speaking of matchmaking problems. Do mods work online? I have no idea. They didn't in the previous patch. No, I don't want to do reliquary. Whoa. Okay, what are you trying to send me into? I want to go to reliquary level 1. Oh. Okay, I'm just gonna spam Hive Tyrant then, I guess. Level 1 Hive Tyrant. Do the mods work online though? They didn't before. I think they might now. Well, they did at launch. Then they didn't. Tech Marine's ability is fixing everyone's connectivity issues for 10 seconds at a time. Honestly, a top tier class if that was true. It's definitely a Tech Marine. Recently, it's kind of confirmed it for the Horde update. That's cool. I fuck with Tech Marines. I'd rather have that than an Apothecary. I think like any class that has healing in this game is always going to be kind of brain dead. And a class that like group heals is always going to be busted. Yo, just subbed. Came across your video about the update being broken a few minutes ago. First time back to the game in a few months, and was unpleasantly surprised. Well, it makes you feel better. It is better now. They have fixed it a bit. My favorite enemy in the game, to be honest. Which one? Assist in the defense of the bridge until you confirm that the Xenos Overlord has. I guess we're supposed to be spamming decapitation. Never done this before. Killing the Hive Tyrant? Me? Never. I also found out today, for the first time ever, from some random in my game that just said, "Hey, you know you can like stun the Trigun with a Melta Bomb." And I always wondered how you stop them from moving so much, but that's how. Tech Marine is cool, but I still want a Librarian, to be honest. But yeah, because Librarians are like totally different from what we have right now. I've been able to connect to about 3 people in the last 2 days. Well, it's gotten better today. Thank God. It is better. I am kind of getting like a little fucking bored of dealing with the never-ending, like, we're level 1. My build has vanished. Like that first prestige. That first game when you prestige a class and you have to get back your perks from 0 to hero is the most boring fucking game ever. I've never lost them. I've yet to actually lose a game. I've been trying to level up as these classes. It's just they take forever sometimes. They're unfun. And occasionally... Oh, let's get disconnected from my private match. Oh, we got a game crash. Alright, guys, 1 second. Sorry about that. Let me start it up. That's the first crash I've had all day. Get a black screen. Hold on, where's my Ogren? Here we go. Where's my DeVito JPEG? Oh yeah, there he is. Let's get him a little bigger. You ever seen this, guys? You guys fuck with this? Pretty sure this is AI. I don't know. I just took this shit off the internet. It's my face reveal. All right, we're back. Hopefully. Saber Dev heard you talking shit. Yeah, they just crashed my game. Yeah, there was a back in the days of Red Dead Online, there were so many hackers online for a bit. They just straight freeze your game. Just overload it. Super fun. I remember I met an actual I met a hacker in Red Dead Online once. And I was like, oh man, dude, that's cool, I guess, if you just want to cheat in this game. And he's like, I don't get cheats from people. I make my own. And I'm like, is this really the hill you want to stand on? Like, is this it? Like, don't lump me in with those cheaters. I make my own cheats. I'm like, I make my own, like, you know, I make my own hockey mask or ski mask to rob this store, okay? I didn't just buy this thing. Yo, shout out to the Holy Legion. If you do a PvP quick match and leave before the match starts and then do a quick match PvE, you'll get teammates usually. Sounds like a lot of effort when I can just pick bots. Yeah, I make my own cheats, dude. I'm not one. Don't lump me in with those other losers. I'm a professional cheater. Fuck, like, I just can't imagine the brain rot to that level. Maybe I do my own pull. I'm also down for librarian memory, but balancing him properly. I'd be invested in just this year. That would be cool too. I imagine, you know, if I want to say like vanilla classes, they might put in the game be like a Terminator, or a tech marine, or an apothecary. Though I hope it's like a Terminator or a tech marine. Like my dreamland, my magical Christmas land is I want a librarian. But I just feel like Saber is too fucking lazy to ever give us a class as unique as a librarian. Because they're probably going to be OP compared to everyone else. Aimbot sniper and heavy over level 1 players. Share my code. We already found people. We have the Bay Harbor Gooner. What the fuck? Yeah, Dexter fan. Base Dexter fan? Hold on. Jesus Christ, Morgan, you're the Bay Harbor Gooner. I like the idea of an apothecary, but I can see apothecary be hard to balance. Yeah, anything with healing in this game is gonna be pretty busted. You just disregard that man for trying to give you a handshake. I was also alt-tabbed. Yeah, prestiging is kind of a drag. I mean, at the same time, like, grind is grind. The Bay Harbor Bulwark. Hold on, write that down.
Your mission is
That's
to
a funny
use the
name.
stored Promethium in the refinery to destroy the enemy swarm. The Cadians were tasked with providing assistance, but we have
I mean, I don't mind getting the quick match XP, so the crash worked out in the end.
Must proceed to the Cadian outpost and
God works in
establish
mysterious
their
ways. God Emperor, I
presence.
mean.
Then infiltrate the refinery.
Gotta get it right.
Make demolitions deployment. Trigger detonation only when the main swarm has entered the plaza zone.
So they actually buffed the health regen on this class, on this bolt carbine. So now you can go straight up. So there's no cooldown on the kill 10 enemies in rapid succession and gain like 10% of your HP back. It just goes up to 30%. So if you find enough Formigons and you're at like 10% HP with this gun, you can just pew and get it all back. Which is pretty good. It's kind of like, has a negative interaction with your at below 25% health. You have cooldown. This guy low enough for me. No, not. Oh my god, the heal, dude. I thought I even grabbed the right guy. This guy looking at his fucking sword here. Got AFK. Having a Dexter monologue. Internal monologue. Have been tactical yet? If so, he knows Aspect's parry applying weirdly. I haven't played tactical at all. I'm just gonna do him last 'cause he's pretty OP. I'd rather save like the easy mode for last, that way I can just cruise through. Though it's all pretty easy at the moment, to be honest. This patch is definitely, well, they definitely up the spawns. Please do not shoot the guy. Oh wait, I don't even have my execution perk anymore. We're a level 1 bum. Now when patch 8 comes out, that's going to be the real shit. Though, you know, I don't know how much I personally care about horde mode. Alright, I gotta be a little careful here. No armor. And having no armor there is the difference between taking all my HP. I gotta get D hashtag, or I should say number 6257. Man, that's not my chosen gamer tag. Is he an Xbox gamer? Really, you're gonna pick that, dude? It's gotta be automatically. Bolt Carbine's pretty good on this guy. And by good, I mean it's his best weapon at the moment. It does so much damage, especially when you actually get your perks and you can just stack them. Alright, the Bay Harbor Gooner. Oh, I thought he was the Bulwark for some reason. Guys behind me. That was a rude spore mine. Alright, do your thing. Oh, how embarrassing. Or did I? I already have it. So the Bolt Carbine is a perk towards the end of his free. It lets you reload your gun off of a gun strike. I think that's pretty mandatory on this thing. It definitely helps a lot. Oh, I don't want you. I don't think they melted. Oh yeah, they're releasing that big chest plate, aren't they? I guess I'll take that. I'm gonna take that from this Bulwark. No offense, buddy. But
Smells like fresh munitions.
Usually if you're that low, he's not even gonna get back a mortal wound. What level is he? He's level 25. So like, I mean, it might heal his mortal wound, I guess, if he has an invigorating icon. But if he hasn't used it by now.
Approaching the Astra Militarum.
This guy's a level 4 bowler.
Quiet.
How'd he die? Is it Prestige 4 level 25 bowler? Interesting.
We are here. Now what?
Look at that one.
Tomasa, you need to acquire the Astra Militarum demolition codes required to deploy and arm their ordnance. Source one from any soldier you see, alive or otherwise.
I haven't played this game for 3 months. Is it worth to play it now? It's always been worth playing it, in my opinion.
A waste of time.
But it's definitely better than ever. Like, this is the biggest update they've done. There's a lot of new guns. Well, I wouldn't say new guns, but there's a lot of new options for the classes versus what they had before. And more guns. More of the available guns on the different classes. See, it was all part of the plan.
Empty-handed.
We let the bulwark die, and he comes back with full HP, or, you know, no mortal wound. And then we get to keep the sim.
I have the codes, brothers.
Captain, we are ready to get the demolition started.
Proceed to the Prometheum refinery and complete the demolition preparations.
Is there a new operator or weapon? Technically, there's a new weapon. There's the Inferno pistol. Too bad it is what we call hot trash. It's not hot trash. Well, I guess it is hot trash. Like kind of the Inferno. Oh, so he came out swinging. Alright, I'll just go into this guy. Oh wow, that was close. Wow, I actually zoomed into all of that. None of that was aimed for me. Surprised that beam didn't hit me though. It's okay, I'll see this.
Hope and no grace. Go and cook. Eliminate these.
So they definitely upped the spawns on Absolute. I'll say that. Ow. Wait, what the fuck? Oh, my HP. Excuse me? I love that bug. That's okay. I don't mind losing 70% of my HP for no reason. It's a pretty rare bug that happens in this game, but when it does happen, kind of sucks for us. We have no healing otherwise in the class at the moment. Couldn't even stim it. Just stuck in the animation and watching it evaporate. Alright, so this guy took Glory's Shield, which like I don't disagree with. It's a great perk. Let's see if our bonus headshot damage now. Disconnect. Fucking Rob. I feel like I got robbed out of that HP, I ain't gonna lie. I feel scammed.
One down. Trillions to go.
Thanks, Bay Harbor Gooner. What a thoughtful ally. I don't remember this guy got. What kind of chapter is this even supposed to be? Just black and gold. Dude, all these motherfuckers shouting for the Emperor in my game.
Book available.
The best perk is 200% shield bash, definitely.
Blocked.
Damn, all HP left the server. True.
This is where we
Sorry,
soak the
desynced
enemy's
HP?
feet, brothers.
I've seen that bug quite a few times. Well, I should say I've seen that bug a few times. And it is usually one of the worst bugs ever encountered in this game. But executions are kind of important in this game. I tried. Saw it. Fucking Rage Sword Warriors, man.
Magazine in.
Biovores. Alright.
Crack open that armored xenon. Let that so-and-so, brother.
Oh, we missed. That's so embarrassing. Oh, that means life's about to get a lot harder for us.
Finish that boss. We'll have more. Coming up. The tyranny's strength was lacking. Zenith and ready. Administering stills.
Oh, you kicked that Biovore in the butt. It's not my fault he decided to stand still. Let me get behind him.
Magazine in.
I like Biovores as an enemy, though sometimes they just like sit there. There's not like a whole lot you can do except just go up to them and punch them and be like, get out of that little spot, bud. Ah, nice. Oh, just grab this. Armor boost. Okay.
Swapping out magazine.
Bro, did I get the GN seat over there?
Acadians are running
I'll
out
go
of
check.
time. How close are you to the Promethean facility?
I don't know if this guy checked it. I feel like maybe he did.
You are
He went
making
this
good
way.
time. We are going to need it.
But, you know, you never know. I want that XP. Alright, nothing there. Okay.
There another we can kill. No. It's
He must have definitely checked that spot. That's awkward. Now I'm just making him wait. Ravener.
summoning Xenos.
I can probably bring these guys over to the barrel. Guy using the grenade launcher? Interesting. Grenade launcher in 2025? Still, it's not really bad though, so. till arena. Well, he does have the infinite ammo right over there, so that makes sense. This guy's name is something else. He's a base Dexter fan. What can we say? You know, Dexter just had a new series wrapped up a little while ago. I can't say it was good. It was entertaining, though. I mean, it was good in the sense it was kind of campy. But I guess Dexter's always kind of campy. It's funny because I just uploaded a short today that was using Dexter music. Tactical is def the best class. Yep, for sure. After that's Bulwark. Bulwark's pretty good. I mean, Bulwark and Tactical are the two best classes in the game. Tactical just has Nova damage that Bulwark doesn't. Let me go check the gene seed spot.
Rates of activation have been observed. The generators hum in the machine god's name.
Nope. Not lucky.
Crane sequencing initialized. Delivering
The Vanguard is the most aggressive class. I would say Tactical is the most aggressive class, to be honest. Because he just kind of mows through everything. In fact, Tactical is so good that he can handle like over like 3 times the current Extremis spawns on his own. Like if you asked me to take one class into like a 9-man lictor spawn, it would be Tactical. Well, I mean Bulwark too, because with intimidating aura, but like Tactical with Auspex parry. Here, let me just get a thing on this. My gun strike was eaten by the universe. Alright, I got whacked out of it. My block vanished before my eyes. My HP. It's been quite the game. Gun strike is my fault though.
Y-axis aligned. Margin of error 0.0 nanometers. Blessed be the omniscience.
You can reset or not. You can reset. You just have to get to level 4 prestige, and then you can reset all your perk points. I've seen a lot of people ask that question, so I'll make sure to mention that in the next video I was going to talk about. I want to talk about like the best perks for Assault. Though Assault's kind of in a bad position where, well, maybe in a good position where like his prestige perks, there's only like 4 good ones. So your choice is pretty much a non-choice. You just take the 4 good ones and then you leave behind the trash. Though I pity the fool that takes the boosted recharge. Oh my god, this guy came out shooting around the corner. You bastard. Nice try. Not a big fan of the heal on the enrage. I don't mind enrage as like a mechanic, but the fact the enemies that go in rage just like auto heal and there's like no real way to tell when they're gonna guaranteed go in rage. I mean, you can tell for the most part, like if you shoot a guy that's gonna reinforce, they're gonna go in rage. But if like they're shooting at you mid-game and like a bot blows up something, and the guy you were just spending like your life effort to execute just goes in rage and full heals, it's a little toxic. Definitely kill some people. Doesn't feel like there's a ton of counterplay to them. Is Melta still OP in close range? Eh. Melta was better when there were fewer Majoras, but its damage is kind of meh. It's good at clearing my Norris hordes, but so is everything else pretty much. Also, all the classes... Alright. I'm catching strays here. Why would you just use that off rip, you fool? Oh, get me out of this mess. What the fuck? Just ate my block. It's been a fun game. The level 1 experience. So we have like one more gene seed spawn up here, I think, and then we're cooked. Assault with Power Fist goes hard. Oh yeah, Assault with Power Fist fucks in this game. That is for sure. I'm gonna take this. Oh, I don't feel like fucking with that. Not around this corner.
Ready to scan.
Because using a fencing chainsword, no wonder he's not killing anything with the Auspex Berry. Or is it a balance? Either way. Fencing is just so bad on tactical. Pretty much bad at everything at this point. Or suboptimal, I should say. How's the PvP mode? What PvP mode? There's a PvP mode in the game? That's why I took the Gene Seed, by the way. I can see that I has a sight. I knew nobody like the Bay Harbor Gooners was gonna... I thought you quit for a second. You know, I've seen a lot of leavers recently. I feel like I like to leave at the very end. But there's no PvP mode in this game. That's just a... That was false marketing. You know, the irony of Eternal War mode is that it was anything but eternal. And it died in like 2 weeks.
Run distraction efforts as long as you can.
And now it's played by like a handful of very good and pretty chill guys, but still, it's just a dead mode. Also, I don't know how much you're into survival horror games, but there's a new one coming out called Chronos. The new Dawn looks like Dead Space mixed with Control. It looks pretty cool, to be honest. I did love Dead Space.
There will be more burn than
I fucked with Dead Space a lot when that came out in like 2008. Oh, great. So this may be where we lose the Gene Seed. We'll see. Because what we have to do now is we need to Nova damage down these warriors if we can before the Carnifex hops on our ass. God, I fucking hate whip warriors. I'm piecing the fuck out of here, I think. I have like no ammo.
Finished and ready.
I really don't want to lose Gene Seed if I can help it, but I'm not very useful in a pit of warriors. Well, that was a good choice by him to use his nades on the warriors. Most players would have just shot the boss, so I think that was a smart play. Yeah, he wants ammo. That makes sense. I mean, we can probably just kill the boss now. You just melee him, like.
Swapping out magazine.
Oh, I blocked that. That was unfortunate.
I shall rise and
These guys need to fight him up here.
none undermine
That's unfortunate. All right, hopefully you can drop that. Oh my god, not like this.
Too much damage.
Nice. This is great. I wish this guy would discover his melee weapon.
Taught you not to ambush and ambush. Shoot me again and I will take you on. How? Deep scan.
We lost the Gene Seed, it's kind of unfortunate, but
Make them pay.
that's okay. Ever having those issues? Vault Spider, can we change prestige perks? Anyone know? Yeah, you can change. You just have to go get your oh, look, a stim just for me. This has been quite the fucking game.
I will die with my hands around their necks.
Quite the game. I goofed there on the final block. I just feel like people need to be more confident going in against the Carnifex and melee, because you can definitely fuck them up.
Not get turned around.
It's not that hard. It's just people like to run away. Let's grab this. Right over here. Ooh, a frag grenade. I do like blowing shit up.
Dig in. We need that bomb triggered for optimal yield. Orbital scan estimates the bulk of the swarm.
I don't know how it is for
will be
everyone
in
else, but I
position
have
for
connection
wild
problems when I
hits.
match with others since the patch is stupid. It's unplayable. It's playable now for me. I still definitely feel like slight input delay, but not remotely as bad as before. It does kind of fuck you up sometimes in your block, so.
Good. They come. I wondered how I might pass the time.
I wasn't too worried there. Like, let me have a bot. It's a guaranteed pickup.
The Xenos are forming a pyramid. The
Who
Promethean
else
trap
ready
is
to
ready
pull
for
the
action.
legs off some Xenos?
Initiating birth.
The bulk of the swarm is continuing along the predicted path. Continue holding.
Alright, I'm just gonna take that for him. Actually, he should be fine. Okay, I mean, I was blocking all the wisps before, and now it's happening. Gives. Skill issue.
Torch our back.
Let us trap another bird.
I'm gonna nade that. Hope he doesn't walk into it. I'm gonna give him that execute though. He's gonna need it. We'll pop this. This is kind of dangerous, can't lie. We're both pretty low. We're both at like a whirlwind. Alright, and he's dead. Oh, I'm about to get fucking sniped. Alright. I gotta bring down those guys if I can. Well, what I really have to do is go to the other room. I know, I'm gonna make a little exit strategy over here. I don't want to sit there with a sniper and two zone throats watching me. So I'll clear these guys up from this corner.
One down. Ready to go. Finish and ready.
Alright, game. I'm getting fed up with your fucking bugs.
Swapping out magazine. Hostile sack of side-fleeing excrement. Reloading. That is all. Did the enemy run out of ribbons? Now magazine. Ah, a few more sparring partners on their way.
Like how this bot had a Neo Volkite because that guy quit earlier. I've been seeing all kinds of bots recently.
Pyramids are piling
Because
up.
either people are disconnecting all the time and like leaving their chosen weapons around,
Feels strong enough to get here.
or they just quit. Just rage quit.
The swarm has almost fully committed. Be ready for my mark.
Swapping out magazine.
I'm gonna do the same thing we did before. Just go over to the other corner.
No hope and no brain.
This is a one-off guy though.
Reloading.
I know first that. Gun strike you. Oh, I'm just gonna go to rage now.
Some worry.
Congrats on 10K. What's up, Orion? Guy, that's Orion. That's legendary anime content creator Orion. He's uploaded Jujutsu Kaisen, not Jujutsu Kaisen, Invincible video
Bastards.
a while ago. And he's what I would call a dear friend. Check out his channel.
Tyranny. Ride.
If you're into that kind of shit. Yo, can I play with you by any chance? Or are you doing randoms only? I'll probably just do randoms for a bit. We'll see. Depends. I just want that quick match XP. That's mainly why.
Annihilation confirmed.
But I mean, we did just lose the fucking GC. That's like my fault. That was a little bit of a tough one.
Thunderhawk arriving at evac point. Wrap down and ready.
Converge at the
Can I give
extraction.
it to him? Oh, hell yeah, dude. Look at this. Screenshot it.
Extraction
Fade to black.
complete. Returning to orbit.
You sound like a JJK YouTuber I know. Oh, I don't know who that could possibly be.
Incredible what
Could be
brothers.
me.
You honor your chapter. Be ready for rearm.
JJK, me making Jujutsu Kaisen content? I would never. Gunnar may be stuck 6 months in the past of his build, but he's more real than 80% of randoms. Well, he communicated to me and didn't just tell me to go fuck myself, so I would say that's a, that's definitely puts him in like the top 1%. Because like usually when somebody starts to die, the first thing I hear is fuck you. In this game at least. That's why I turned off my voice chat for a while. Is it though? The game took from you like 80% of contested HP during execution. That is true. I did get robbed this match. And I probably wouldn't have gone down like that had that happened. Had I not had to waste like 2 stims later. But who knows? Who knows? We still got to like level 10. We would have only gotten like an extra 2 levels or something. Lobotomy Kaisen, dude. I was at the epicenter of Lobotomy Kaisen. Wait, what? What did I miss? What do you mean? When the game evaporated my HP? That was fun. Now we actually have a build though. Oh, look at this. All the way. See, that's the thing about this class is you actually get to use... So you get Zone of Impact with your tactical prowess at the same time. So you actually get your Grapnel Executioner build with some extra melee damage right off the bat. Like off one absolute mission. So that's pretty nice. I wish more classes were like that because Sniper was awful. Actually, Sniper, you still get Purification, but you don't really get any of your good stuff here until at the very, very end. And Heavy doesn't need perks. Assault also sucked to level because you don't hit breakpoints until you get like knowledge of the enemy and overcharge on your power fist, so you're just sitting there like whacking away. But you do get auxiliary arsenal on top of your practice aim for 35% range damage, so that's pretty good. But let's see here, Sniper. We're gonna go back to Vanguard here. Ooh, decapitation quick match. I'll take it. No, the dude in voice chat. Well, I mean, it wasn't in this game. I don't use voice chat like at all. Dude, I love voice chat. Honestly, I love it when people start shit. Like, oftentimes I find when I'm playing a multiplayer game, it's like a little boring up until somebody just like starts yapping once they die. That's when it gets fun. Because like sometimes, maybe it's just me, I like to hear how people justify their own eating shit in a video game. Because usually they let you know, and usually the people that get on mic to let you know why they died and why it's your fault are the most toxic and delusional people. That was a rough one though. I do feel bad that I lost the Gene C, because I feel like if I followed him down, I probably would have gotten the, it probably would have been a better option because of Mabel spam grenades, but I thought we would have been fine. Spoken like a true space wolf. Yeah, they like that smoke.
Assist in the defense of the bridge until you confirm that the Xenos Overlord has entered the kill zone. Then trigger the detonation. Excellent strategy. Talassa shall bring swift victory.
Usually the best response is somebody flaming you in like a chat or something, just post gameplay.
Meridian reporting. 1 minute from insertion.
Talassa on the march to take that Hive Tyrant's head.
Acknowledged. Proceeding to relay. Maintain box reports. Damocles out.
How does chat feel about the wolf helmet, not bait? I mean, it's kind of lame, I guess. I mean, there are helmets like this in history, but I like normal Space Marine outfits more. It just doesn't feel very... It's just kind of dumb to me that like the Mechanicus would sit there and be like, don't worry guys, We've got this for you. We're gonna make these special Fenris helmets just for you. Because most of the other helmets they make in this, like, they're more standardized. Like, they might have some fancy schmancy pieces on them. They're making like a whole ass new model just to look like a wolf. That's some goofy shit. Granted, humans have done that in history, like I was saying before, so it's not that unusual, but if it's dumb then, it's dumb now. I would expect in 40,000 years we at least get past that, but no. It's armor boost.
How is it you always manage to charge in right when I'm drawing a bead?
I get a feed directly from your target.
Let me just
I shall have a word with the armory
on
master.
these guys. I should do an elk helmet. Who would they give the elk helmet to? The salamander is gonna get a salamander helmet next. It's gonna look like Kermit the Frog. But anything like a salamander.
Finished and ready.
Black Templars just get an actual Crusader helmet.
I shall complete this. Deploying shock grenade. I think the Xenos hunger for astropaths. Core masters.
Alright. Well, I missed time a little bit, but head off.
This what needs grappling.
I want to grapple him, but yeah, you guys low enough? You are. Oh well, you're red.
Into the fray. Book available. Arming up. Giving them a shot. And the Xenos Stalker hunts us. Into the maw of death.
Not what I wanted, but that's okay.
And no rings.
Oh shit. That was a big time goof. Unless you focus on the. I got caught up in the mini game and failing at it. I'm gonna rain guys up on this hill, and that Luxurious just doesn't feel like going after me. And I'm gonna get the privilege of fighting him soon. That's probably a stupid position to be. I'm just gonna run down.
Swapping out magazine. Reinforcements.
A guardian relic. I'm probably just gonna waste that on purpose before I find the gene seed here. Did they buff how much the Bramblehold is? I mean, it's more so just that there are more Brambleline guys, so there's more Bramble on the ground. Alright, let me go get this asshole. This is what I hate about Biovores. They just spit this shit like 2 feet in front of them. That was pretty low already.
Finished and ready. Feather unbound.
Alright. Is there like a bomb or something I can plant? Frag grenade? I guess I'll take that.
Giving them a shrapnel bomb. That is where we need to be.
All this bramble, man.
Closing the gap. What needs gravity?
Let's go kill this dude.
Into the morgue. The tyrannid's strength was lacking.
This is just me or the biovores shooting out a shit ton of spore mines. That is kind of what biovores do in this game, so.
Disappointing.
They do often shoot out a shit ton of spore mines, but they have been, I mean, it's the same attack pattern. Just seems like they changed the cooldown of some of the extremis spawns a little bit, so it's lower, so you see more, or you have a chance of seeing the higher amount.
Ordnance on me.
Like, I definitely see more triple spawns now, which I'm glad to see, because having like an oftentimes one extremis spawn on absolute, pretty lame.
Into the fray.
Now we're technically in quick match right now, but pretty sure the matchmaker is broken here. We're not gonna get anybody.
Incoming. Tunneling Xenos. Hit it. Swapping out magazine. Front grenade deployed. Grapnel launch.
Got a little AoE damage.
One down. Brilliant to go.
That's how the chain begins.
What needs grappling? Feather unbound.
Or not. Or not. Take it all back. Or we're going downstairs.
Arming up.
Almost had the perfect chain. Or for those meddling warriors getting in my way. See, they definitely up the spawns, because this reminds me of old increased spawn mods used to play that were the amount of Formagons I see now.
Grappling launcher set.
There we go. Now they all perish. Assuming they don't stop me from grabbing this guy.
What needs grappling? Closing the gap.
Very strong build.
Hook available. Into the morgue.
I didn't even grab you. Very confused.
Grapple launcher set. Do not get turned around.
Okay. Holy s- oh my god, you can't say that, monkey.
Searching for ordnance.
It's not Twitch, this ain't Twitch. It's not YouTube certified.
Explosives to Codex Astartes standards.
The Vezir
Won't
TOF.
get enough to
Good.
demolish the bridge.
Alright, let's go put this on. Biovores in a small hallway. Definitely a mess.
Bomb is live.
Oh god. Let's charge. This is the part that's kind of obnoxious by yourself, assuming you don't get something like a It's Hormagaunts with no warriors. They're fucking annoying, man.
Brothers, tell me which supports still require explosives.
Alright. Let's go through here. Let me pop this guy.
Brothers, tell me which supports still require explosives.
Speaking of his own throw. Speak of the devil and he shall appear. Speak of the devils and they shall appear. Well, guess what else appears? Well, one of them definitely felt that. Alright, now they're separate. So once they debond, they never rebond. So you guys know.
Where shall this bomb do the most damage?
There we go. What a mess.
To have that side box buzzing out of my ears. Swapping out magazine.
First plant this, get the fuck out of here.
Xenos field.
Pretty sure you used to be able to grapple zone throw mid-air for finisher, but it hasn't worked for me recently. It's always been a little finicky. Always been a little goofy. Okay. Let's go. Plant upstairs. I think it's upstairs. I think it looks upstairs, because that's where they're all pouring out of. Now, Vanguard can kind of just chill in here. He has a contested health recovery, which is bash. Can I grab you? Oh, look at that. Alright, well they're actually body blocking me for my prize. Obnoxious. There we go.
What needs grappling?
If I wanted.
One down. Millions to go. Tell me which supports still require explosives.
Yeah, we got heavy bot this time.
Just set.
He's stronger than ever right now. They gave everyone relic weapons.
Swapping out magazine.
There we go. Alright, perfect. Could've gone worse.
Primed and waiting.
I enjoy them giving every class heavy bolt pistol, but kind of makes every other sidearm pointless now. Oh yeah, every other sidearm pretty much just got completely power creeped. I don't know what they were thinking. Not in my wildest dreams would I have ever thought they were gonna put this sidearm on every single class. Like heavy bolt pistol makes plasma look like a bum weapon, like a side piece,
The Hive Tyrant will reach
a trash can weapon.
shortly. Join the Imperial Guard defenses
Like the
up
heavy
on
bolt
bridge.
pistol is even better against
Lure that
chaos.
Xenos
It's like it's
Colossus
kind of
into the
absurd how
kill
good it
zone.
is. And you can even take the damage variant on a class like sniper or like a class like tactical and just blast people. All right,
Throwing frag grenade.
blow all these guys up.
Tether unbound. Stay dead, buddy. Arming up. Into the fray.
Let's grab these guys first, I think.
Finished and ready.
Cause I'm kind of sick of like the jungle forest. These bramble forests are not my thing.
Down. Hear it salivate. Into the moor.
He definitely felt that. There you are. Conquered.
Xenos Valkyrie. Reloading.
Alright, it's over.
Good to go.
I love how the event is supposed to last a week and it's already up to 192,522 Trigons dead. They usually like undershoot just to make sure that we actually get it. Because like I guarantee you, even if we didn't get the Trigon kills,
Arming up.
they would still give out whatever they're going to give out. Or they would just extend the event for like another week or something. Because the whole point is just they want players to play the game. They want those Steam numbers. Probably not Steam numbers. So most of the time, companies don't really give a shit about Steam as much as they give a shit about the console player base. Unless they're monetizing the Steam player base. But this game really isn't doing
We were
that.
not expecting such illustrious company in the rear. We've got a handle on these probing strikes, my lords. It's the relay that's getting hammered right now.
Not anymore. The Hive Tyrant is heading this way.
That's news. Without armor support to tackle a target that big,
We may have to bring
All
down
right.
the supply bridge.
So check for the gene seed
Way
spot
ahead
here.
of you.
This
If there is a
withdrawal
gene seed,
order.
which there
Negative.
is, we're just gonna
The
waste our
objective
guardian
is the
relic then.
Hive Tyrant, not the bridge. Defend this
That sounds
position
like a
until
plan.
Lieutenant in Command unit is executed.
understood, my lord. May the Emperor guide our lasguns to your support.
Incoming!
Ready up, Eighth! Show the Emperor's angels what we are made of! Swarms on the bridge!
Xenos coming down the bridge. Aim for the legs of those runners. Magazine out, magazine in.
They're everywhere! Got a pile up below! Don't let them climb!
There's bolt carbon in this.
The Hive Tyrant is on its way, but there is a horde of Xenos between you and Fate.
They are in
Dig in
point
for the
blank
long haul.
range.
to blast these guys. Like, the only time Hormigons actually kind of suck to fight sometimes is if there is no Majoras around them. So the Synapse Burst is kind of OP in this game. It pretty much trivializes hordes entirely. Especially after like that last patch where they buffed it.
You have its attention. It is moving to intercept. Apply more pressure.
Alright, I'm just gonna die here. And just revive. I'll maybe gain some HP. Well, that's not what I wanted there. Went to an actual heavy attack.
Keep your eyes peeled. The Xenos Leader Beast will be in visual range shortly.
Alright, we gained like a net gain of like 10% HP there. But whatever. That's okay.
I've never seen such an atrocity.
I went to a full throttle. And you know, it's funny that your heavy attacks with like full throttle barely give you back any contested HP. You know, hot take, I think like charge attacks, if you actually charge them up in this game, should just give you like, I don't know, 60% of your contested health back, or like 80 of your whole bar. Because ranged weapons pretty much operate like that anyways. Won't give you OP at all.
Right on the target.
On your toes! They are here!
Xenos Leader Beast neutralized.
Like trading in the enemies is half the fun of a contested health system.
But we blew it up.
The swarm would go feral without their connection to the hive mind, but their focus
Right.
is still on the relay. Reports confirm the lieutenant's assessment. Enemy cohesion still in full effect. That beast is not yet dead.
Good. I hate leaving a job unfinished.
We can hold this position, Lords. We'll keep this.
Right, so this is a point where it likes to spawn like extremists right down here. Mainly because their cooldown is up at this point. That can be a little irritating, but here it comes. Here's the sound effect right here. It's coming. Trust.
Finish and ready.
Ooh, a box. Okay, maybe no extremists this time.
Acquisition to hit ratio is surprisingly high, Straven.
I would like a melt-a-bomb for the finale because having a melt-a-bomb is very useful if you're trying to kill the hive time with 2 warriors in his ass.
Response to my subtle jest.
Get back in there. What a buggy ass perk.
Disappointing.
But the AoE will go off even if you don't do the animation, as long as you're low enough and it's the chosen target with the grapple. Or it's like whatever you stop at, it'll trigger the AoE. Quite dumb.
Smells like fresh munitions. I think it is properly angry now. Or scared.
Pursue and eliminate. We will not have a better opportunity to finish it off.
Shit. Biovore, I just want to get rid of that.
I see a zombie. Arming up.
let's get rid of you. You are chosen. Once their little faceplate opens up when they stand up, if you take anything like a headshot multiplier and just bump them with it, they don't stand very long at all. Same with this guy. It's meaningless because everyone will have one that looks like shit. Well, I mean, the firstborn helmet was an event, and not everybody has that, and that also looks pretty damn cool. A lot of people want that helmet now.
Our coordination is off.
Oh?
Inefficient.
How so?
Your fire was most effective after my bombardments.
If you seek someone to pick up after you, I suggest you call for a chapter serf.
Ooh, just hit the box. I should have probably saved those shock grenades. I kind of want to kill this down here because if you take a horde up there in that next area, it's kind of hard to maneuver and you can totally get brambled down. I just want to clean Aquila chest piece for Phobos armor. I would just like a clean helmet for Phobos armor. I mean, you can do that with the Astartes overhaul if you just rip the heraldry options from it and you still want to cut the base game. Because I like the Astartes overhaul cosmetics. I'm just not a fan of the balance. It's way too easy. But it's pretty easy. Just take the heraldry mod from that. And use what you want. There's some pretty cursed items in this game.
Good hope and no brain. Swapping out magazine. Closing the gap.
Oh, you're next. You're my fast track to the elevator here. Alright, let's get out of here.
Regroup on me. No turning back now. Magazine out.
Thalassa report. Pursuing quarry.
They need extra cosmetics. Warhammer is all about having random bullshit hanging off your armor. It's true. And they kind of added like random bullshit hanging off your shoulder pieces and these prestige shoulders, but it's just not good enough to me. Like having 3 of the same shoulder piece with like a tiny little medallion hanging off of it. This is a terrible reward. Very lame. Ooh, perfect. Melted bomb's gonna come in handy later.
Take what you can carry.
Ravener. That sounds like a Lictor and a Ravener.
Still got enough life in it to climb. Better
Hello.
hurry.
Bully him, bully him.
Got the nectar. Cut their call for help. Head her unbound. I love it when birdies dig their own
There we go. This is the Relic Chainsword. This is
What
Artificer.
needs grappling?
The speed is usually better. As you can see, it usually does enough damage on its own. They don't really need the extra. Like, the overall DPS of this thing is pretty high already. If you're just doing light combos, especially with the consecutive damage increase on light attacks. Oh, I could just blow this guy's shit, huh?
Feel your pants, brothers. Good to go.
Okay, I'm gonna save my Melt the Bomb for the second phase. Mainly because that's when you really need to get rid of any warriors that spawn. But we'll see if we get the first phase, you never know. I don't really check this arena too much. Oh, I should have done that. Mistake. I don't like that. That's what I wanted. I wanted you. Hello, game. What's going on? Alright, well, let's grab this guy. And then, okay. We had to melt the bomb for the second phase. We don't know if it's actually going to spawn warriors on us. But. Alright, we have a bum now. This guy's by himself. He's got no hope. It's from those two warriors. Sword warriors, especially.
He's channeling some kind of power. Rebel just set. Swapping out Max.
God, block like I do so much damage on that charge. Alright, it's all my Norris guys. What's that? What a bum. The Artificer Chainsword is fast. What the fuck? Yeah, it's like the high. I'm pretty sure it's higher DPS. Feels that way. It's definitely better at getting your contested health back. That's for sure. That's an easy boss. Trigon boss is pretty easy too. Now that I know you just stun him with a Melt Bomb. Blockchain sword looks lit. Sure is. So we had 900 enemies that time. It's pretty high for that map. The only time we went down is when we fucking killed ourselves with the for the Guardian Relic. That's like Prestige too. The amount of knockback you have is insane with block weapons for sure. I mean, block weapons are just better than fencing at this point. The only time you want to take a fencing weapon these days is if you're using like, where is it? This one, the Balance Fist, and you're fighting like Roof Marines or something. You're hitting all the breakpoints, or if you're using a Bulwark with Intimidating Aura, and like maybe no, honestly, you should never be taking this perk. This perk is pretty ass compared. There's actually a better version of this perk now on the Sniper class. Because this one lasts for 10 seconds. It's 5% less damage, but lasts for 10 seconds. And anything that lasts for like 10 seconds in this game, that is incredibly usable. Has a long period of time, and Conviction's even better for like when your armor is fully depleted. You take 25% less health damage for 15 seconds. 15 seconds is a long ass time in this game. So that's just straight health damage reduction whenever you need it, pretty much. Because you're probably going to get your armor back before this is even done. Those are all really good perks. But yeah, the damage, especially on tactical, if you take a battle focus with the block weapons, even this one, you're going to be one-shotting Majora's in a combo on parry on like 2 perfect blocks. I mean, even not just Majora's, anything. Majora's, Extremis, all the above. It's just that good. Now what are we getting here? Extremis kills, perfect. We'll take this. Alright, I'm just gonna quick match. I'm gonna have some water real quick. 1 second, guys. What's up? Did they fix the servers? They sure did for the most part. It's still a little laggy, but not remotely as bad. Unmatched heals arrived. True, now we can actually heal. Alright, guys, 1 second. I'll be right back.
Report to the armory.
Okay, we're back. Trigun's more fun? Kinda. Depends. Let's see. Ball of Reyes still. Just gotta quit the title and come back in if I want to play with anybody on a quick match. Usually going back to the menu will fix this, so. Okay. Hopefully this time for sure. Ball of Reyes, I mean, I'll play. I ain't afraid no chaos. Regardless, which variation of the heavy bolt rifle should I take on tactical? I mean, you want to take whatever you want. Tactical pretty much has infinite ammo with the Emperor's Vengeance. Whichever one you prefer. Does Tax Heightened Vigor work on block weapons? Yes, it does. It will proc. One of the 15 quintillion reasons why Tactical's busted. Alright, well, I gotta leave the squad now, because it doesn't count as quick match anymore. An incredible system. Fix your fucking game. The fact that that video I made saying like this game's matchmaking being broken is like unacceptable was like even slightly controversial. Like who the fuck's defending this company for that? It's ridiculous. It is absolutely broken. To launch an update 7 months after your game comes out and like have your matchmaking be broken. Just like what are you? A corporate shill They don't pay you. Like you're paying for their product. It doesn't work. It's ridiculous. What's up, Worldy Curve? How you doing, dude? It's been a bit. Howdy, Guardsman. Any tips for leveling Sniper? Everything I want is lead the tree. I mean, I just took Bolt Carbine when I did mine. And I just went with the contested HP. I'll say the one... Hold on, we'll get into this. 1 second. I was going to make a video on this tomorrow, probably. Again, on Sniper. But I'll talk about it here for a second, because if you're leveling Sniper, first of all, like once you get your first 10 levels, you're going to get Purification. And this is a really incredible perk on this class at the moment. I mean, it's always been incredible, but like it's extra OP at the moment. Because of the... when Camo Cloak activates, you become vulnerable to damage for 2 seconds. This pretty much means that, like, your cloak just becomes a panic button that you cannot die in. Because it's like, oh, I got hit. Let me cloak and become invulnerable and gain all my HP back. And remove a negative status effect. Like, you just live. It's a live button. It's very hard to die once you have this perk. And this perk just says you have infinite ammo on your primary. And, like, once you get these other two, I mean, it's just more damage, but... Once you get Conviction, when your armor is fully depleted, you take 25% less health damage for 15 seconds. It's pretty much impossible to die. You'll never get nuked. You'll always have a cloak up, pretty much. It's pretty easy to level once you have that. Like, the only time it really sucks to level is when you're, like, at level 1. And you don't have your Purification yet. But after that, it's pretty easy. I just take, like, a Bolt Carbine and run around and slap people. Use a block knife, too. Inferno. I'll play Inferno. "10 minutes to find a match between the connection and running people playing the same class." Just play with your viewers, bro. But I gotta name my quick match XP. What do you think this is? I'm grinding my XP. Playing Absolute, my teammates died 8 times each. I'm surprised that your teammates stay in your game if they died 8 times each. Usually mine just quit. What the fuck is this guy? A death watch wearing, like, all the... What the hell am I looking at? Kinda neat. Write these outfits down. Every single one is short. Can someone explain why the Artificer Chainsword is better than the Relic? Because it does enough damage, and the increased speed means you get off attacks more often and more easily. And you also get to do your heavy attacks for, like, there's an entire, like cleave bonus, if I remember correctly. Someone was telling me about it. That, like, the way damage is calculated with a Chainsword is just, like, way more OP than a Power Sword, among other things. But, like, usually speed is more important than, like, straight damage in this game. Especially when you already stack damage on block weapons anyways. Like, usually with a block weapon, you wind up overkilling somebody. If you get, like, a bash on them when they're kind of low.
Your mission is to use the stored Promethium in the refinery to destroy the enemy swarm. The Cadians were tasked with providing assistance, but we have since lost contact. First, proceed to the Cadian outpost and establish their fate.
Alright, today we're playing some randoms.
Then infiltrate the refinery and complete demolitions deployment.
It is time to play absolute difficulty prestige grinding with randoms. You know, I usually don't post anything on this channel with randoms as actual videos, but I might actually upload this one. So we'll see. But I do like some Inferno gameplay. And we are still rocking the Artificer blockchain sword. This thing fucks. There's really no two ways to put it. Blockchain swords in this game are just on crack. And block at this point in the game is just straight up better than fencing for like 99% of scenarios. And it scales way higher. due to the AoE explosion on top of just having better Nova damage, which is usually what you need. You also don't get frame trapped as much with block weapons. Unlike gun strikes. Wait, their Guardian Log spawn there? Never knew that. Interesting, I'll take that.
Now this is a titan.
So our two teammates here are both besieging. This guy's level 1, so I'll try to get him the Gene Seed if we can. Get them the Guardian Relic. Just frag bomb this dude.
Into the maw of death.
I will say one of the other times I would take a fencing weapon is with like the gun strike build. On good old assault, that's what you're trying to build. Fencing power sword or something. Probably point that Guardian Relic out for these guys.
One down. Don't let refuel. Take a relic. Help. Into the fray.
Kill this guy before he gets more Bramble out. So the servers have definitely improved. For anybody that's curious. Like, this is not as bad as it was yesterday. It's still not great. There's definitely a delay in your actions a bit, but I think that's always kind of been a part of this game.
Stick no more.
Hopefully we get a boss spawn here. I'm gonna steal all the sims from them, but it's not out of selfishness. It's out of me wanting to get them extra XP for that Gene Seed. At least that's what I'll write down as the official reason. We actually get a spawn here. Hopefully they took the Guardian Relic. Good, he did. I don't feel too bad about taking all the sims by the Gene Seed, and I just gave them Guardian Relic.
Check your aim.
Alright. They're just running through and I'm meleeing. Interesting.
Avenging angel at your disposal. On my mark.
First waypoint ahead.
Okay.
Let us enter the camp. The camp seems deserted. Aside from some
And we do have equipment recharge now, so we'll also take this Melta Bomb, because we're only like level 16 at the moment. But for a Vanguard, that pretty much means you're at like a full build. And we have our Chrono Seal perk, that's really all you need to seriously take some W's.
Sweep complete, but nothing here.
Alright.
A waste of time.
Check these before a horde shows up. You get choked up here for a pretty long period of time if you aren't careful.
Captain, we are ready to get the demolition started.
Proceed to the Promethean refinery and complete the demolition preparations.
If I want to grapple, but that's okay. Got as close as we wanted. And you're alone. That's a good spawn for us. The zone throws are kind of a joke if you get them alone, because they have no bonding partner. And they have the double bubble shield. And I mentioned it earlier, but there's a triple Zoanthrope spawn. If you kill one of the bonded Zoanthropes first, they will not rebond, but they won't bond to the remaining Zoanthrope. It's very easy to clear them out later. Did I kill the other one? Seems like it.
Grab
This guy took Inferno Pistol on the assault. It's a bold move. That weapon is quite ass on its own, and it's probably like the worst sidearm pick on the assault class, to be honest. But I mean, he has teammates, so it doesn't matter that much. I would never touch that thing in a solo game on assault class, just because you'll pretty much be screwing yourself over, like your best range weapon, which is your heavy bolt pistol, or even your plasma pistol at this point. And in return, you get more horde clear for a class that already has like the best horde clear in the game. The only thing, like assault is not missing horde clear. Using a heavy bolt rifle. That's always a fun pick. Or that full carbine. That's a heavy bolt rifle. Maybe it's trying to level up his Inferno pistol though, so I shouldn't dog on him for it. Though it is kind of unfortunate that for like the second time now we've gotten a new sidearm and it sucks ass. Like the two sidearms they added in this game are worse than the plasma pistol and heavy bolt pistol by orders of magnitude. And that's not very good for a game's health. Back up there. Such a good perk. Honestly, Adrenaline Rush isn't even necessary on this class anymore. You're better off just taking the Grapnel Finisher perk. Because your Extremis heals are just like, I should definitely give it to that guy. It's my fault. Force a habit. But yeah, Adrenaline Rush is actually worse than your Extremis heal perk. I'd rather just have the Grapnel Executioner. Awkward.
We have been blessed with a swift arrival. You are making good time. We are going to need.
Don't get me wrong, Adrenaline Rush is still really strong. You might want to take it against Chaos, but usually the thing that's going to be taking you down below like 30% HP is going to be, or I should say that usually the thing that's going to be dealing that much damage to you, you actually need to heal, is going to be the Extremis enemy anyways. And giving your teammates heals in a class like Heavy or something that has no direct healing of its own, it makes their lives a lot easier.
Cautiously, if you know what is good for you.
I think it's a much more balanced perk than the banner is as well. But they're probably going to keep it in the game. I guess I'll take this. I feel bad about taking that Extremis from that guy earlier, though. Oh, there we hit this. Okay. It's okay if I take the stims, as long as I don't die with the Gene Seed. Then I'm just an asshole. Generator 2. That's my second favorite generator.
Axis aligned. Disruption of operation generated. Bring it into the Omnissiah's proper alignment.
Hopefully we don't get like all 4 generators, so that just takes forever. It's a long ass time. Let's see what we got here.
Tyranids charging generator 4. Axis aligned. Margin of error 0.
Let me get rid of these snipers. These are annoying my teammates.
Blessed be. Now deploy the damn bomb.
It is nice having teammates for this portion because this one usually sucks ass on your own.
Got that so-and-so, brothers.
Demolition deployment sequence complete. No errors logged on the Osiris Watchful Oculus.
The moment of his vengeance is nigh.
There is an observation platform
Oh, that was pretty
overlooking
quick.
the Prometheum fields.
No jam brain or anything. We haven't had a boss fight yet. So that's probably coming. Hopefully not as bad as the level 1
Ready on me to advance.
fight we had to do before.
Cook the fire, brother.
Man, Bolt Carbine just slaps with these prestige perks. Now getting extra HP on your Vanguard, 15% total. Pretty damn good. Most of the healing for him is percentage based anyways.
All specs prime.
So that means your Adrenaline Rush is even more effective, and so is your Unmatched Zeal. And I think Unmatched Zeal is like a top 5 team perk in the whole game right now. Very, very good. Much better than Inner Fire at this point. Inner Fire, after it got nerfed to be like a Majoris only, I don't think it's that good. It's never been good for solo, but like I don't think it's that good for groups anymore. Like Infinite Banners is pretty good, but even the Bulwark can do that now with his own prestige perk and give himself CDR. And talking about Banner is kind of so OP that like saying like, oh well, Banner actually works really well with it isn't really saying much, especially when it's getting reworked.
Run distraction efforts as long as you can.
We will wreak such havoc upon the enemy, the Emperor.
Like Banner is usually always an exception.
I will hold
It's
you
been a
to that.
pretty chill game though.
Are we sure this place will hold together once that bomb goes?
There will be more burn than bomb on this one.
Getting broiled is not a
Neurothrope. I would have preferred a Karn effect, actually would I? Alright, let's see if I... Oh, I would have thought they were both low here. It's unfortunate. If I can remove these warriors for my teammates, that'd be good. There we go.
Disappointing. Slay that maggoty Xenos.
You know, if you want to help your teammates the most and you know to fight the boss, usually just kill the ads. Like 9 times out of 10, the thing that's going to kill your teammates is going to be the warriors or frame trapping them. Look how much you guys are beating these dudes up.
Rebel will just set.
Is that beam going? Because Rock and Radiating Impact, it's a great perk.
Into the maw of death.
Refund that. Wipe these
Lay
guys
the
out.
mountain of the Xenos bastards. Wonder how many I could down before they got me.
Okay.
Gather at my door.
Looking pretty good.
What needs grappling?
Though I have seen people swap off the invigorating icon for their bulwark recently. A lot more people are using Glory Shield, and I think that's a good switch. Like, I feel like it's really healthy for the game if more people learn to play without having, like, this incredibly overpowered healing attached to their banner. And Glory Shield's already like a really good perk. For the damage reduction and also applying more damage over time with the extra perk there. So the fact that like Bulwarks are finally trying something new, I think that's really healthy for the game's life cycle, because when the game first came out, every single Bulwark ever was rocking a invigorating icon. That was a real crutch for a lot of players. And there were even some players that were like crazy enough to say that the Bulwark is bad without invigorating icon, which just isn't even remotely true. But that's how much of a crutch it was for a lot of people.
Get that Prometheum ablaze! You want to get up here, bastard? Careful what you wish for. Who else is ready
Just
to
probably
pull the legs
hit the
off
button
some
here.
Xenos?
I don't usually shoot this, like burn these guys when I'm playing by myself, just because it's more fun. More fun to shoot guys.
Ordnance on me. Into the thread. No comb and no brains.
Man, I'm just getting minced.
Meltabon ready.
But I put in a recharge. Man, the synapse burst is just obliterating these guys.
Halfway there, brothers. Keep it up.
That light is not gonna last very long. Or this one.
No matter how many early you say, I will cut them down. Book available. That
Triple Lictor spawn.
clamor over each other from.
So yeah, I really don't think triple Lictor, like, or triple Extremis spawns are enough anymore. Oh, there's actually 4 if you count the extra Extremis, but I think like 4 Extremis spawns is fine in the current state of Absolute. Like, I see a lot of players, like most of the players in this lobby right now are under leveled. Like, this guy's on level 21. This dude is level 1. He died like 1 time. Actually, I don't think he did go down. If you're completing the hardest difficulty at level 1, like casually with 3 players, I think you definitely do something to make it harder.
Steal your mind.
And I think Extremis enemies are the best way to do that.
Stay there, running. Head the rock down. Arming up.
You are
We're
clear
mopping
to
it up here.
detonate. Cook those rotten bastards.
I am going to enjoy what you doing. Ride in the flame. Line of primer.
Didn't even notice it was there. Easy game. That's how it is sometimes.
Signs down 90%.
Like the current classes are very strong.
Swarm annihilation confirmed.
Honestly, like a half decent team, but like that's just randoms.
Move to extract.
Just some random gameplay. It's pretty hard to die in Absolute currently if your teammates even kind of know what they're doing.
Extraction complete. Returning to
We'll
orbit.
take a look at the scoreboard here.
Commendable work, brothers. You honored your chapter. Be ready for rearm, refit, and redeployment immediately.
Let's take a look here and hope it doesn't give us like a 10-minute loading screen. I'm curious how many extremists that actually gave us. That might have felt like a little easy. But you know, there's a min and max cooldown in this game, so the extremists you get will always vary. And every time it does give you an extremist spawn, it picks from like a list of potential horde packs. So you get like one extremist, like one lictor and like 6 snipers, or you get like 3 lictors, or you get like 2 lictors and 1 ravener. So every time it decides to like, it looks at the actual cooldown for these guys, it'll take that into account. Let's look here. Yeah, we just cruised through that mission pretty easily. Doesn't do much. Our assault was just blasting through the hordes. I was just cleaning up most of the extremists that I could, or the Majoras. Anyways, that's all from that mission. Go to the next. Level 21, one more mission should take us to the next prestige. Getting nearly a magazine worth of primary ammo every 15 seconds is exactly what Sniper needed. Imagine if Heavy had that perk, though. Heavy kind of has, like... Heavy's ammo economy wasn't remotely as bad as Sniper's was. And Sniper had some guns that just, like, outright sucked ass. Without, like... let's see right here. Like, Sniper's Bolt Sniper now is actually really fucking good. And, like, it's fun to use because you can actually get the ammunition back now. This is like the best perk in Sniper. Like you guys were I saw you guys talking about this in the chat. This really is like the best perk ever for Sniper. It's pretty much just infinite ammo. It's so damn good. And it makes the class feel better. Like it doesn't feel overpowered, it just feels like, okay, I got to keep shooting my gun. And that's really all you want to do in this class anyways. And he's already pretty strong in melee too with the block knife. But yeah, that perk's pretty damn good. Definitely made the Bolt Sniper quite feasible. Because, like, this gun always ran out of ammo. You were forced to take the ammo variant every single time. Because if you didn't, you're just fucked. You're around, like, what? Let's say, like, well, you get 12 shots in your ammo reserve. And, like, how many of the actual things here? It's like a 20% increase. It's trash. It's so bad. And you can take, like, oh, you're going to take that. And then you're taking 10% increase. Just not good enough, unfortunately. But not anymore. It's a new era. Alright, let's see. We're almost done here. Anything we even want here? I would take Grim Determination more if it didn't require you to be empty on both your grapple hooks. That's where it lies at the moment. Like this only actually activates once your grapple hook is in full cooldown. It can't just be one. It's pretty stupid if you ask me. Alright, 1 second, guys. I'm gonna use the bathroom. Okay, what are next? Final mission? Hopefully one of the gene seed. I don't think we're gonna get leveled up if we don't use the gene seed here. Ballistic engine? Oh, it's nice to do something new. Tommy Turbo left the game. Oh, I'm getting put back with the same assault I played with last time. He wasn't bad though. Definitely doing his job. I mean, really, all you have to do to be a good assault is just know to land on the enemies, and you're golden. Do the grapple, execute, explosion kills count towards equipment recharge? I actually have no idea. I imagine yes, because they still count as you killing the enemy. I'm pretty sure. We shall see. 3k kills away from me an awesome 3 skull chest from the community event. Actually, let me look at the actual chest here, because they put it on, like, I'm pretty sure they put it on their Discord or something, didn't they? Oh yeah, the 3 skull chest. Man, really digging deep. Like, the Astartes overhaul comes out with, like, whole-ass Sanguinius guard armor and, like full-on wings and shit to play as, like, proper Space Marines, and these guys are like, here's our community event, here's 3 skulls in your chest, have fun, kids. White Scars Champion Pack in 3 months, be there. I'm just saying, if I was, like, a developer for the Astartes overhaul right now, I'd be sitting there, like, sipping my scotch and thinking, like, these fucking developers got nothing on our custom-made, fan-made mods. And, like, I can't blame them. They did feel that way, because the stuff they're putting out is just, like, blatantly better. And if it's not better, it is of equal quality to the stuff that they're making at Saber right now. I would go as far as to say that. Did you wash your hands? Of course. What am I, a fucking animal? Dude, that shit actually peeves me. It's like the most disgusting things you can ever do. Actually, I don't want you to subscribe to me if you don't wash your hands after you use the bathroom. You are subhuman scum. So I put it out there. Or either that, or you're like you were never educated on germ theory. I think I'm gonna remake that video I had for the chainsword skip, because some people were having problems understanding me in it, and I didn't watch back. Somebody asked me, "Did you not check the audio on that video?" And the answer is, it was 1 minute and 30 seconds, and no, I didn't. I did not check the audio on that video at all. I just assumed I made it proper, but I used it in proper settings. Saber still not giving us armor that's in the game on NPCs, but a chest piece with 3 skulls on it. It is stupid, man. Like, half the bitching in this game, totally justified, to be honest.
Scans show the Tyranid numbers growing exponentially within the Hive City. Retaking those sectors is a lost cause. Bombardment from orbit risks collateral damage, so we need a more targeted approach. Commandeer a Nova Cannon implosive warhead from the Navy supplies in the Astra Militarum depot and deliver the payload by rail. We shall collapse the superstructure from below.
Yes, Lieutenant. We shall
Once I get all of these
bury
classes
all
prestige
the
into 25, I'm probably just gonna take them into, like, true solos or something. I am curious to see how they'll perform. But I didn't do too many true solos in the PTS. I know that Zambit found a way. Like, there was actually a way to mod the PTS server, but I never really got around to it.
Obscure the path. Look for the flashing guideposts.
So I would like to try that a little bit because these classes seem much stronger and the build options are a lot better these days. And now we're in like a whole new era. I really hope they don't. It's kind of crazy to say, but I hope they don't have another public test server for like, the next patch. I don't want all the upcoming stuff spoiled for me. Because when this patch came out officially, like, I'm glad that console players get to have a fun time leveling up all their classes and trying out the new mission. That is cool. But for a lot of the PC players, it feels like this patch has been out for like a month. And they pretty much changed nothing from the patch to the main game, which is ridiculous to me. Oh, man, shit. My bloom. There. Oh, landed right on it. Yeah, they pretty much changed nothing from the main patch. To the live patch, or to the last PTS patch. Which makes me wonder, like, what was the point of that PTS server, except for, like, that one patch they did, where they made, like, 40 perk changes? And, like, some of those perk changes were, like, no-brainers because of how badly they fucked up the prestige perks for some of the classes. Like, Heavy had 5 melee perks before they changed it. And they would have kept that shit had people not complained, which is fucking crazy. Like, what idiot came up with 5 melee prestige perks for the Heavy class? He's like, oh yeah, this is it, dude. They're gonna stomp so hard. They're gonna stomp like never before. Alright, no Guardian Relic. Just head on to the next area.
The dust storm has settled.
Regroup on me.
There are data miners, so I don't think removing the PTS server will do nothing for information game. A lot of everything. I mean, even Saber themselves said that like not everything is showcased for data miners. Also, data miners are just fucking wrong in a lot of games sometimes. Or like they misunderstand what's actually in the game files. Oh my god. That was brutal. Surprised we got out of that with so much HP. Oh no, you fuck. Who threw that grenade? Who might? Please don't take this from me. Oh, you fuck. Really necessary. So was my teammate just chilling there shooting that thing? Or was that my sniper bot? Must be my sniper bot that shot the grenade. Or the grenade. I mean, I'm still surprised, shocked really, that I came out of that with like 70% HP. Because we don't have our no knockback perk on parry yet, or perfect block. So we're still in a little bit of danger if we get to like 5 sword warriors. Alright, let's pop this guy. Or not. Or just won't go off. That's cool too, I guess.
One down.
What do you think about allowing animation cancel dodges like you can parry such block? I mean, just make the game incredibly easy. Just look at how easy the bulwark is when you have the when you can animation cancel.
Where do we begin?
Activate the quartermaster's console and wake the machine spirit. Instruct it to load the implosive warhead onto the train and assist it when necessary.
Can I just grapple this guy? That's what I mean when I say this build is so finicky. Like, I like to like waddle around these warriors. Like, let me just have your brain. Stand right there. But when it works perfectly. What level am I right now anyways? Oh, level 22, right? 21.
Machine. Prepare a Nova cannon in close.
That means I can do this. That wasn't it. Bomb them. I think I can do this. It's awkward. The sniper bot's so strong now, I honestly thought I might just build it before I even got to execute on him. He does do damage that much, or he does do that much damage. He's kind of on crack. Is this a base block Thunderhammer enjoyer? Is that what I'm watching? No, he's using the fucking fencing hammer. Red alert. Punishable by death. Who the fuck uses a fencing hammer? What is that shit? Block hammer or go home? It's like putting rice in a burrito. Inferno Pistol Fencing Hammer build. A unique specimen. Alright, where's this this happened. Just happened to drop the entire thing on us here. Where we wanted to go and get this
Ritual undertaken.
What the fuck? You made me grab that one? Why, game? Especially that Newgrounds animation where like Pikachu's like, why won't you evolve me? Because I love you, Pikachu. You want me to lose? Have you ever seen that one? That was an old one from, what was it, Flash Kids? Fucking sent me straight into the Termagant. You need that Termagant. You don't kill that Termagant, it's all over. Melted bomb just for me. I already had a melted bomb. Let's blow this shit up. Recycle that shit. That's how we save the world. That's how we save Avarax. We start recycling our melted bombs. Is the 20% equipment charge damage noticeable to you? I mean, I'm not even fucking using it, so no. I think like the armor stuff is probably better because armor is usually pretty good in this game, and like having a steady influx of armor, like the one for getting armor on grapple, that's just like straight up good. Because you get your grapple back all the time in this game. And having armor is the difference between taking like 70% of your HP from one, oh, hey, guess what? It's happened to all these guys. Same thing happened to the last pair. But having armor in this game is the difference between taking like 70% of your HP from a electro hit or just losing armor. Losing like a bar of armor. Because most of the stuff doesn't actually cut through your armor in this game, it just takes your armor entirely, or does 0 health damage. Game is too easy for you now. Game has been too easy for me, that mods. It's not a very hard game. I'll tell you, the hardest run I've ever uploaded on this channel is that Dark Tide True Solo run. On Dark Communion. On Vet. Even with like an easier build like Recon Lasgun, it's still hard. Because Dark Tide's difficulty makes this game look like Mario Party. I don't even think this game has anything as hard as Havoc 40. Even like modded. I'd say like the hardest content in Space Marine 2, if like you were to do like increased spawns in a true solo, is probably like the equivalent of true soloing a high stick in Dark Tide. Probably a little easier. Probably a lot easier to be honest. The class we're using though. It's like the equivalent of soloing a high stig with a meta build. I'll say that. Why didn't I let the assault get the execute? Because I was on autopilot, I'm not gonna lie. Probably even had that perk on at the time. I gotta check for the gene seed over here. I missed one spot, but the likelihood of, oh, there it is. Perfect.
I must bring this
Now we haven't had boss spawn yet. Carnifex can be kind of mean up here. Hello. What you're doing? Damn, seems like streamers on small games really gets inflated egos, be more of a team player. What the fuck are you talking about? I've been giving people extremis all the time. I just happen to have from Gene Seed.
No storm will delay our vengeance.
I also don't think of all the games on Earth that have an ego bout, Space Marine 2 is one of them. Oh, that may have not been necessary.
magazine out, magazine in.
I pray these sands are cleansing the chitin from those Xenos.
This should get the rest of you across.
Alright, let's go.
Jump pack refuel. Swapping out magazine.
Finally through that damn grate.
I would like to practice Dark Tides for solo runs more, but like, That shit is so hard. I'll be honest, guys. That shit is so hard to like properly pulling off a Darktide free solo consistently without like a speedrun or anything. It's just not worth the time investment to me. It just takes hours and hours and hours and hours to practice. And even then, you can just get fucked by like quadruple boss spawns in that game. They're fun to do. They definitely are, especially like Relic Blade build stuff, but it is fucking hard. It's not like this game where you have like the glory kills and it's pretty feasible to here you can take this crack grenade.
I will see it done.
The rubble is eliminated.
Rage bait used to be believable. True. I don't know what we're talking about, but true. Oh shit. You know what? That was called for. Alright. I would normally just give that to him, but let's give him one of these. I want to get my assault at least these two, because he's pretty low right now. Unfortunately, I have to kill this warrior here first. Oh my god. Let me grapple him, please. There we go. Alright, there's his XP back. It's HP, I mean. Get back this one. Those are god tier perk. Dark type is too hard for you? I don't blame you, it depends. Like, it has a pretty strict learning curve. It's also not really a... Oh my god, that guy almost sniped me. That's not really a game you can play effectively on a controller. This one you definitely can. It's in Helldivers. But like the world-class players on Darktide, they live for Darktide. Like it is the only game they play. And they are fucking goats, but it is not something everybody can do or is willing to do. I was gonna say it for most games, but especially in Darktide. Vermintide too. Vermintide did actually have some actual tournaments for it. Hey, we got that ordeal. Oh, did they lower it to 10? Well, I just wasted all my grapples here. That's awkward. The assault guy we're playing with isn't particularly bad. Goofy ass build, but all these fucking extremis. Oh, these spore mines, I mean. Look at all these brambles. This game turned to a jungle like overnight. There's challenging, there's sweaty. Darktide is sweaty. Darktide is 100% sweaty. Very sweaty. You want to talk about gamer egos? Holy shit, dude. Some Darktide players just need to chill out on the gamer ego. I mean, in their defense, they are very good, but it's a game with a very high skill cap, and that just inherently leads to kind of behavior happens. Oh, he kind of pushed that guy out, which is that's unfortunate. Look for this one. Less than 1k until 200k is a weekend. Vermintide is miles better. I play both Vermintides. I thought they were about the same to me. I'm not a big fan of fantasy though. Oh, oh, you know, I love being in a fucking corner against like 50 range guys. Alright, I heard Melted Bomb now. I'm gonna blow them up. Yeah, fantasy's kind of bad, especially with how fast 40k is, especially since fantasy's pretty much dead and it's all Age of Sigmar. I'm not a big fan of Age of Sigmar. The lore in Age of Sigmar is better than it was when it came out, but it's still worse than the old world, in my opinion. And like the only one actually putting out new lore for old world is just Total War Warhammer.
Into the breach once more.
Is Power Sword good on Assault? I mean, it's definitely good in the sense that like everything's pretty good on Assault. Space Marine 2 has a lot of grace mechanics and perks to keep you in the game, even when you're getting your ass kicked. Dark Tide, on the other hand, is just brutal. It'll spit in your face for a minor mistake. Oh yeah. I mean, case in point, it's just Dark Tide has disablers of like, oh, you don't have a teammate, you just lose. Like, if you're playing by yourself in that game and you get dogged, it is over. Or unless there's like a, maybe dog's a bad idea. Trapped. If you're trapped, it is over. Because there are things that get dogs off of you. But you usually take damage for it. Yeah, I had somebody ask me the other day, like, is Space Marine 2, like, or, you know, which one's harder, Space Marine 2 or Dark Tide? I'm like, that's a question to somebody. It's like, it's all, I guess I should know, it's not unreasonable that it could be a question for somebody to play Dark Tide on.
Deal with them swiftly. We will not get another shot at this.
But like, just look at the guide for, just look at the guides for Space Marine 2 when the game came out, and then just look at JSAT's guide for Dark Tide and like Vermintide, and you'll be like, oh, so that's what this game is. Like, you look how Saber Interactive balances this game, and you look at how Fat Shark goes about balancing Space Marine 2, not Space Marine 2, Dark Tide. Though the person who's balancing Dark Tide at this point really is pretty much just JSAT. Cool guy, though. I'm assuming my assault grab deck is pretty good. He grabbed the, oh, I gotta get out of here. Like this. Like right now, we have a level 10 and a level 21 just casually dueling Absolute with 0 downs at this point. One of them playing what is allegedly the worst class, but like Assault's not bad at all. And we're pretty much just fucking around. So I definitely think there's some difficulty warranted here. Ow. Ow. I could use one of those guaranteed sims. I wouldn't grab it. Oh, he did grab it. I don't want to lose this gene seed. Mainly for him, because I don't actually think I need it. I'm already at like too high of a level to just be excess XP for me if we win. Let's see if he grabbed the other one. No, he didn't. Oh, I grabbed that. It's one of the guaranteed spawns right there if you didn't know.
Link your armor to the Mechanicus device. You will need to keep close proximity to the charging station until the
Sniper is carrying. Definitely. The sniper bot OP. Or their sniper. Because, you know, both could be true. Not anymore, bitch. Yeah, I should say on the note of like Dark Titan Space Marine. Space Marine doesn't have like zero skill expression. Like you use block weapons. Block weapons you have like some kind of skill cap. And there's always like the dodge timing and stuff like that, but like for the most part the mechanics of this game are pretty simple. And very few things outright one-shot you. And really, I don't actually think there's like anything in the game that outright one-shots you. There are just things that can happen that will collectively one-shot you pretty much. Like a sword warrior will frame trap you, so it's effectively a guaranteed death, but not because the actual enemies are doing anything. I guess I'll take that one. Also a lot of bullshit in this game, like frame traps.
deploy immediately.
Cannot wait.
I actually just fight these rappers, so why not? That's fun. How often do you fight 3 Raveners? Pretty much every game, actually.
I love it when vermin dig their own graves.
Good job, B. To blow this thing.
Warhead out.
Not much depth. Yeah, there's not much depth in this game, that's for sure. Plus, there's none. The same thing for Helldivers. Like, Helldivers isn't like a super hard game, but there's still depth. And there's still like, there is tech.
Detonation in 5. Brace for shockwave.
Which is why even more build variety is still needed. True. I think the issue with Space Marine 2 is more so that, like, once you understand the game's mechanics reasonably, like, you understand the pretty simple movesets of the enemies, you start to realize, like, your team comp doesn't matter at all in this game. Like, there's no content that actually justifies trying to min-max your team comp. Because you can just cruise through with, like, half-baked builds. You know what you're doing pretty easily. You know, like, at level 1, you can do that. Though the same could be said for a game like Darktide recently, until they released like the new Havoc 40. Where in Havoc 40, you do kind of have to actually team comp. That's new for that game. The same problem was there for a bit under Orc Maelstrom, where you could just take whatever you want in, splash through. Have you run the Vanguard Berserker build yet? Only new build that I know of. I don't even know what that is. Seems to me every class has basically 2 builds with almost no variation. Pretty much. And that's just because this game's perks are very simple. And for some reason they take like 6 months to add in any new types of perks. And I don't really know why that is. Like, I mean, like we don't, like, I don't know why we're sitting here as like a community and being like, you know what? You know what? We can't have any more than this. We have to stop here. We can't just add like 2 more rows. We totally could. It's like these perks are so fucking boring anyways. Like Diving Kick deals 10% more damage and additionally damages enemies on the way to the grapnel launcher's target. Like, that's just a boring perk. And then like perks like this, Hone Reactions, when your health is less than 50%, your perfect dodge window is doubled. Like, nobody even takes this anymore if they know what they're doing, because equipment recharge is just so much better. There's just too many, like, non-choices in this game. Though, it's funny that Vanguard's probably the one that has the most choices. But if you go over to, like, I don't know, where is it? Like, Sniper. Oh, I guess Sniper's a bad example. But, like, in Tactical, you're always going to take Battle Focus. Which is always going to happen. You're always going to take Height and Vigor. Like, unless you're using a fencing weapon, but, like, that's already suboptimal at that point. But, like, if you're trying to, like, win, you're always going to take Height and Vigor. There's no reason to not take this outside of, like, you want to play something goofy. Same thing with, like, Versatility. Same thing with, like, Final Shot is so trash compared to, like, these other two are so trash compared to Infinite Ammo. It's just, and, like, these perks are boring. And they can always just add more. And they've already done that with Prestige perks, but even their Prestige perks are boring. Like, I don't know how many people are perk designing at that company, but I'm pretty sure they just pull, like, one person, not off this game's, like, random community, because some of, like, the perk ideas people have are ridiculously overpowered. But you just grab somebody off the street, and you probably come up with more perk ideas than them. Alright, we're Prestige 3 now.
That is where we need to be.
I feel this game should have more trade-offs, and they're also kind of, like, limiting what kind of builds you can take in. The community challenge is finished. You can equip it in-game now. That was fast. I contributed, like, 3 of them. They could just rework the useless/boring perks. They should definitely do that. But they should also just make more perks, because it's not that hard to make perks in this game. There aren't that many interactions going on. Saber's last game, World War Z, has crazy, underwhelming perks too. I just want to, like, talk to a Saber dev. I'm actually curious. Like, who is designing the perks of this company? Like, why does it take so long to come up with, like, the most basic fix to a new perk? Like, in Vermintide and Darktide, even in Helldivers, it can take a while to balance things because there are a lot more interactions in those games. There's, like, a lot more enemy types. There's a lot more stuff to deal with. But in this one, it's like some of these perks are just so bad that you just make them, like, a 5% damage buff, and it's still better than what they are right now. Okay, let's play Vanguard level 1. Fall of Atreus. It's a long-ass mission. Dude, you're right. The Artificer Chainsword is amazing. It definitely is. It's great. It's a great weapon. Though I will say there's a pretty good reason to always play Space Marine 2, which is you can dress up your Space Marine, and that's, like, the whole point of this game. That's why I play. I just like outfit crafting. Like, Darktide has nothing on the drip in this game. Game's also third person. Space Marine 2 also doesn't portray enough info to the player. I would love to see whether or not my perks are on cooldown or active without just guessing. Yeah, that's not exactly an uncommon problem among most horde shooters. It's true. We didn't intend to make Bulwark's banner OP because we thought people wouldn't care about getting a full kill from the perk we regret making. Saber, yeah. I'm pretty sure Saber just lies half the time when, like, because they know that this game is a pretty casual community, and if they say the wrong thing, they'll just get cooked. I mean, the fact that, like, this game's community is, like, so... I don't know why they're so very passionate about, like, these perks in a game. It's just, like, not that... I don't know. I'm gonna put this. I put this in a way. Or it's like, the game, like, I don't know who's consistently losing all their games because they don't have the rating icon. But they're definitely not in my fucking games.
Commandeer the battle barge for the duration of this conflict. It will then be returned to your care. Very well. But you will need
Like, they really want to address that issue, just make the lower difficulties easier for players. Anyway, it's part of the time.
Launch preparations and await our targeting guidance to Latin. We should be on the ground shortly. Make sure that battle barge is ready.
I am eager to see this.
Because I feel like the people who'd be most affected by stuff like really overpowered perks being nerfed would be like the players struggling to probably be on lower difficulties anyways. And if they're already on lower difficulties, make those lower difficulties easier for them, so they can still have fun. Like just put the same amount of enemies and lower their HP so much that like they have like their thing to play. I mean, I guess that's one of the ways I would think about addressing it. But it does at times feel like, especially like launch lethal, it does feel like some people just want to play the hardest difficulty, even if they aren't like quite ready to do that. And when they can't, they get upset at how difficult it is. And then when you point to the fact that other players are doing said difficulty, they're like, well, that's not relevant to them. Really, balance is all about balance, right? To disable joining missions in progress, it might as well have. Feels like it's pretty broken. I don't know where the gene seed is on this map. Get wrecked, guy.
Ordnance on me.
There's a gene seed down the other area. Guys, Auspex going. It's like, I wish I had melt the bomb so bad right now. That is like, that's fucking Christmas over there. Alright, I'm gonna get rid of their shield. Alright, that's not good. I gotta be a little careful here. He's got no armor. I also have no perks, so that's the biggest issue. Probably gonna pussy there a bit, but you know, we'll say the grapnel armor on grapnel is very useful against chaos. Okay, let's go down here. I just want to melt the bomb. Not that I'll ever really like actually recharge it, but oh hey, look, melt the bomb. Sorcerer does try to melee now. They've always done that though. No gene seed spawn. Okay. That guy, I need to take my melt on you. Little guy. Well, Carbon's so good for these guys, though.
I was wrong to expect a better fight from a sniveling bastard.
Everyone's rocking their heavy bolt pistol now. Don't really know if that was a justified addition to all classes, not gonna lie. Might be a little broken, might be rolled back. Actually, will they ever roll it back now?
Now
No
this
clue.
is a titan.
I have no idea where all the gene seed spawns are on this map. What level is this guy? He's level 9 tactical to follow Betrayus. Oh, well, this is a fucking blow him up moment if I've ever seen one.
Delta bomb ready. Shut them up before they bring more.
Before he starts missiling my boy.
Quick, finish them ready.
Okay. Let's have the ammo box up here.
What
Oh, I don't
needs
even have
grabbing?
my unmatched deal anymore, so
Got the gear.
that's just unfortunate.
Fill your packs, brothers. Do not get turned around.
They should make quest perks. The possibilities would be endless, like kill 10 enemies by blowing up explosives, where equals your primary weapon deals 15% more damage and penetrates one more enemy. I mean, that perk would be fucking OP. I don't like the idea of quest perks that much. I'd rather just have your build be like your build. I also hate, like, I already don't like ordeals as like a thing in the game all that much. Well, actually, I don't mind ordeals, but I feel like they're worse. Like, quest stuff should just be cosmetics to me. Like, I don't mind, because then you can just make them as sweaty as you want them to be. You'd be like, alright, kill, go and complete, follow Betrayus with all white weapons. Like a team of all white weapons, and you get like a super cool border or something. But this game's pretty bad with the, it's pretty good with cosmetics, but it's pretty bad with like challenge reward cosmetics. Is there any reason to level the Inferno pistol? Got the Artificer and it feels like ass. Yeah, it is ass. So you're playing the weapon. It's just bad. It's a bad weapon. It is just a bad weapon. It's unfortunate, but once again, we live in a post-Neo Volkite world where secondaries still suck. So this guy has recoil reduced range. Range damage against Extremis isn't too bad. I'll take it.
Grapnel launcher set.
I guess I'll just yoink that. This guy's about to die anyways. I'm kind of worried he's gonna spend the stim when he's at like half HP. And instead he's coming back. Cool, so it's not just me being stupid. No. Nah, but you need to do the quest each game. I would hate that even more, to be honest. Because then I'd just be sitting there like, I gotta do this super goofy thing to get bonus damage. I think it should be like built into weapon perks, which kind of already is. I mean, those weapon perks are basically like quest dependent. Yeah, they're conditional. I don't really like conditional perks as like a rule, but some of them in this game are alright. Like, things are only active, like, alright, if you do this X niche thing, you get X benefit, or you Y benefit for, 10 seconds.
Our brethren barricaded this entrance to stall any attackers. Commune with the Crane and engage it to remove the obstructions.
To the Crane brothers.
Rather find some gene seed spawn there. I'll give this guy the Guardian Relic when we find that. Swap it out for him.
Ah, heretics. Let us eliminate them.
chill up here in case the also the passage is clearing out here. Halberds can kind of get a little nasty now if you get like all the ads stack up. Because like if you have like an enraged Rubric Marine with a flamer on your ass while you're trying to kill the Halberd, that can be a little difficult for people.
Success.
That was quick.
You are nearing the vessel's site, Talassa. Ensure nothing further impedes your progress.
This guy took the gene seed? Are you fucking crazy? You got like, you're at a mortal wound, you died in the first 5. Okay. Interesting decision. Well, I'm gonna give him whatever sims are down here now. Hopefully we find another Guardian Relic he swaps that out. Assuming he, I mean, who knows if he'll live. I'll have to take the crap against you.
Codex compliant.
He craves the seed, brother. Get out of here, Fox. Can't hear that shit. Well, he is tactical.
There are more pressing heresies that need our attention.
Yes, Captain. We will not keep Lieutenant Titus waiting.
Full forward. At least we got rid of the Extremis. I mean, this guy's got an Auspex parry, so maybe he'll be okay. As long as I just take the front line for him as best I can. I might get these guys focused on me. Thank God I gave us an easy spawn. This little cultist at us.
Book available.
He was pretty nice to us there if that's fun. Could have sent way more Rubrics at us. Let me give this guy to him because I'm pretty sure he's low on armor. Stop this flamer from shooting him. Alright. As long as we keep the enemies from shooting our boy, the escort mission will be a success. That's not going to be a stim for him, or armor.
Relics here.
You should definitely take that.
That is where we need to be. Take a relic, it will help.
Does he not want the Guardian Relic, dude? Yeah. Yeah, you're like 5 HP, dude.
Captain Akaran,
With
your
no
Ultramarines are
mortal
late.
wound, dude.
We are under heavy attack and need reinforcements.
And you almost died last there. Like, okay.
Not barricaded our route.
Make haste, lest your tardiness lead to the harm of our blessed vessel.
Alright, there we go.
Progenoids recovered. Ensure that ironclad trigger is on back.
Full specs ready to scan.
Shoot the scarab shell. Closing the gap.
I'll see. It was a good time to swap. It was a good time to swap. I don't think he knew he could swap them. I mean, I wouldn't take the Gene Seed against Chaos without like 5 HP. Even if I was level 25, I wouldn't do that, personally. Did you get the other? There's another Guardian Relic back there. You probably take. I tell him after this. When I left, so we had 2. Escort mission succeeded, dude. We had to escort him to the next Guardian Relic. I mean, he did a good job. It was just like a risky business when you're like level 9, even if you have the Battle Auspex Berry. He doesn't have all the Auspex Berry perks to that.
Traitor scum. Walk available. Feel your packs, brothers.
Okay. Wow, actual communication in my game. It's crazy. Never seen that before. Usually the game doesn't justify that much, but I guess when you're fighting Chaos and Absolute at level 5.
Swapping out magazine.
Oh, fuck. A classic, an enraged Zangor. I can't blame him for that, dude. Those guys were kind of fucking cracked sometimes. I'll show him where it is. But we're cooking the cooldown now.
Check that spot.
Yeah, there it is. If I cannot use the, well, you know, like just shooting these fucking missiles at me straight. Now, if you decide. Now, back in the day, these guys used to shoot 3 barrages at you, but. Oh, I didn't even see the spin. Did you get the relic?
Arming up.
Perfect, perfect. Good thing you didn't lose the Gene Seed. Yeah, we had to go through an entire horde, so we did a good job there. Game was pretty nice. Not just send like an army of Rubik Marines at us. mean, it wouldn't matter that much if I had an unmatched seal, but we did not. I'm just gonna take these 2 crack
I
grenades.
shall be cleaning this.
I don't know what he has, but look, Zinch has chosen on his little pizza disc. Alright, I just want to get to the dreadnought. I'll give that to him. He's not gonna come down here. I just kind of want to go to the dreadnought here, because dreadnought will kill all of this for us. Not a lot of ammo. My bolt carbine is far more effective against the cut through these guys and then open the door. Alright, good. He knows. He knows. Give that to him.
Let us rid this place of heresy.
What need? That is where we need to be.
My little hidey hole. I found this has been the most optimal place to sit around since the game came out, pretty much, on this map. Bro, this grind sucks. I'm watching next week and I'm gonna need to reset once. Roll Escort 2, Suicidal Tactical Boogaloo. It is. I'm killing my own advice here. See, I make this foolish mistake all the time. I step out, like, obviously I can just shoot people from here and they just, like, eat shit. Like, oh. Maybe the hidey hole's a hidey hole for a reason. They will come to you. I just found in True Solo is like the best spot to sit because you just can't risk your ammo. Especially like, this is the place that, like, honestly, I was forced into this spot as assault at one point when the game first came out, and I've just been using it ever since. Now it's out of, like, tactical choice. Back then it was out of fear and pain. I had nowhere else to go. Let's get shit on.
Adequate performance noted.
I usually hide the canisters. I find they tend to slip through there.
The cogitations are
That
clear.
other place is just
We cannot preserve this blessed
all encompassing.
with such a meager number of troops.
Sometimes a sorcerer will teleport to you, but they just eat shit after. Kill them.
Protection. They are there to prepare that battle barge for flight. It couldn't possibly break free of Demarium's gravity in its present condition. We only require the engine should provide sufficient lift.
Yes, who said this grind sucked? It does. Pretty boring. Like, I don't feel like I'm playing my class as much as I feel like I'm just trying to get past the boring part as fast as possible. Only for the boring part to come back again,
Those areas of the facility
but like 10% faster this time.
Nothing will stop us from
Due to the
relighting
volatile
the
nature of the
barge's
fusion battery, safety protocols prevent it from moving without an attendant. Lead it along the tracks to the junction station.
Let me just get that's a good aspect from him. I want to save my crack grenades until shit's on crack. That wasn't even a pun. Here, use that if you need them.
Must perform the appropriate rites of alignment to achieve the desired geometry, assuming they possess the ability to extrapolate accordingly.
Surely the Ultramarines screen that includes for reasoning and spatial awareness.
Considering this
Ow.
affairs, I have my doubts.
Oh shit. Thank God this is a long animation. Alright, now we body this fool. Dude, oh my god, I hate this shit. I hate it when people don't know how to melee this boss because they just fuck up its attack pattern so much. Keep like eternally in plasma. Alright, we're gonna dive back in. Oh, I got comboed. No, you fuck. Hold on, I almost got fucking combo. This is toxic. What a waste of my sims. I was trying to be the hard. I'm surprised I didn't get fucking blasted. I got like Zangor launched into a Hellbrute hammer into a fucking flamer. That is not level 1 certified. He has battle focus, so the Hellbrutes just go down fast. Well, you have to use your battle focus, you have to actually parry the fucking boss. And he was running away to range it. Unfortunately.
Whoever slays an Astartes forfeits their life.
I just want to get this gene seed out of here.
Smells like fresh ammunition. Tether up now. Swapping out magazine.
This ending portion always goes to shit. That's how it be. We have to save our crack grenades there though, so in case we get like a really toxic spawn of Terminators, Terminators,
What needs grappling?
we'll be okay. You could go harvest that tacticals gene seed. I'm trying to suspicious isn't a failure yet. I mean, we're not gonna. The likelihood of us losing now is pretty fucking low. The question is whether or not we get the gene seed out, because I have it guaranteed up from the spot. So we should be okay. And I gotta say this. You're seeing in real time why that grapnel armor is such a good prestige perk. Because that shit is carrying my ass right now. Very useful to avoid damage. Especially against chaos. But there aren't that many things in this game where like you can point your ranged my ranged grapnel is now an armor button. That's very good. Very few things in this game will give you any armor ranged. Or like with any kind of ranged option. If you combine that with the one perk. Oh, perfect. Combine that with the perk for reduced range damage when you use your grapnel. That means like you go in on a chaos guy, you get your armor back, and they do less damage to your armor. So that's pretty good. Like some of these perks are just better in practice than they are on paper. But some of them are so OP. All you gotta do is read them. General Gray super chats. Any tips for prestiging how to best utilize block? For prestiging, pretty much just run decapitation and grab the gene seed. Do like whatever the highest difficulty you can do is with players and like quick match, yeah, or play private matches or whatever it may be. Like really just gotta spam missions. I know it's not like a very interesting answer, but that's what you gotta do. Gotta play the game. And as for blocking, block weapons are just best for I'm used to. Best utilizing blocking modes is just wait for your 2 block charges. Get your armor off. You gotta be patient with them though. That was not like a very in-depth answer, but I'll probably make an entire video on block weapons at some point because a lot of people still seem to think that fencing is better, which is kind of crazy to me. Like when all the hardest runs ever posted for this game, and like Zambit, who I think is like the best player in Space Marine 2, he definitely has the hardest runs. Like Zambit 100% has the hardest runs ever posted in this game. And he uses block all the time, for good reason. But that shit's just... shit is money. But as far as learning block goes, you pretty much just have to figure out what the parry timing is. Just think of it like Sekiro, where you block the attack as it's coming. It's not like a preemptive thing as much. It can be. There's like a tiny little window. It's like a 0.33 second window. Also having to switch between PvP and PvE in launch bay for the servers. Your tiny head. Just fucking die.
We ripped the spear from its feeble hands. Into the brain.
Alright, we're almost done. And we also have the gene seed. Still, somehow. I'm just glad we got the gene seed off this guy before he had to eat 2 guardian relics. That is unfortunate. Alright, let's just make sure this thing's charging, because I've made that mistake before.
Charging sequence initialized. 0.01%.
There's a melted bomb up here, I'm taking that. No, there's not.
Delassa, we are almost there. What is your status?
Keeping this rusty relic.
Wow, this is a toxic spawn.
Hold for our signal.
All of that, we grabbed him. Got our ship back. Alright, he's done. There's the other one. My frames are eating it.
Delassa, transmitting targeting signal now.
Your signal barely registers, but I read it.
Your data is clouded, Lieutenant. Maintain
Oh, there's a lot of guys.
proximity to target.
Alright, I don't know if we actually got him. No, we got there was no way we weren't going to get like a get down Mr. President moment there. Alright, I'm just going to zoom in and hit that button. Because you can't die while you hit this button.
Engines primed, Lieutenant. Give us the word.
Lock target now.
Bridging signal data
Alright,
with
give me my armor.
telemetry systems. Numerous
Oh,
errors
and let me hit that
detected
button.
due to signal interference.
Thank you.
Calculating trajectory.
Why fight the horde? Man, just win. And we got the gene seed out. And all that.
Swapping out mag.
Okay.
I have an end so steeped in fiery bit.
What the hell is that with that amount of enemy? It's just how it would be at the end of that. For fuck's sake, he's prestiging or he is a normal level 9 tech. He was one of the tacticals of all time. Have you seen the new 28 Years Later trailer? That shit looks good. You know, it's funny, I was just watching that, and those look pretty amazing. Dude has 9 lives. Pretty much, dude. I don't know how many times he got incapacitated there. It's probably like 6 or 7. 6 or 7 deaths. Zambit and you are carrying a lot of the community for this game. There aren't a ton of creators. There's a few. There's also like Higher Thought Gaming. He still puts out content for this game. Some of the creators still come back. I know Phase Shifter was talking to me today. He said he might come back to this game. 6 downs. It's quite intense. But we still got that gene seed out. For all that. That dude ate. That dude was like fucking chewing through Guardian Relics. But now we actually have perks again. How convenient. This is a pretty good perk. Throw the fight. After a perfectly timed parry, block, or dodge, you take 20% less health damage for 5 seconds. That's quite good. You could stack that with Conviction. But this Conviction, funnily enough, this Conviction is worse than this Conviction. This one's for 15 seconds, and this one is for 10. I'm not really sure why I did it that way. Also, I'm pretty sure the heavies might be for 10. Yes, his is for 10. Sniper has one for 15, and they gave it like the med stim look, which means they didn't actually have like a new icon for it, but they knew they intentionally differentiated it, which is kind of funny to me. Like, why did they do this for Sniper? Whatever. Strange choice. I mean, I'll take it. Game should give him 10 XP for most times incapacitated. That would just be fucking rude. Doesn't matter how many times you fall, it matters how many times you get back up. Alright, this isn't a fucking anime, alright, man? This isn't Naruto. That sorcerer may have killed me the last 7 times, but this time I'm gonna kick his ass. Believe it. I mean, at least he did what I asked. At least we got the gene seed from him before he died 6 times. I don't want to do another chaos mission. Decapitation? Sure. I can zoom through that one quite easily. With the power of friendship and Guardian Relics, there's no way I can go down again. Lend me some chakra. This is a 5 HP Rubber Marine we're up against. Is the purple chainsword stronger than the orange? Yeah, for the most part it is. It's not as good at boss damage, but it is pretty good. It lets you get your attacks in a lot faster, so you do more overall DPS on a lot of enemies because they don't really get an opportunity to knock you back, especially if you're using the block version. Well, you know, it's really only the block version, especially since, like, if you need your block charges, like, you get 2 charges, you want to be able to get them off as fast as possible before they vanish.
Lieutenant Titus predicts the Tyranid's Hive Tyrant is leading a swarm along a corridor. Assist in the defense of the bridge until you confirm that the Xenos Overlord has entered the kill zone. Then trigger the detonation.
Orders confirmed.
To be fair, he probably got very tired. What do you think I am right now? I mean, I don't hate him.
Check.
I'm just glad he dropped the gene seed.
Approaching landing zone. Talassa is on site, Lieutenant. Acknowledged. Proceeding to relay. Maintain Fox reports. Damocles out.
I'm gonna get much more of a team player than giving my teammate every single Guardian relic, though. Alright, let's go and...
Closing the gap. Cut them off for help. Finished and ready.
Hit him in the head. Oh my god, this buggy ass perk. Anybody ever asked why this build's kind of goofy? That's why. Ahem. Alright. Slight mechanical failure. Yeah, double Guardian relic spawn is pretty intense. Game really went out of its way to spawn 3 whole Guardian relics. That tactical is crazy. And there's only 2, to be fair. Yeah, getting 2 Guardian relics is pretty rare. Not that rare. Though for a second there, I did think he was gonna be like, hold my beer, like I can take this Guardian relic all the way to the end. Trust me, bro.
Arming up. Giving them a shrapnel bar.
Okay, I'd like to see how low this guy is. Right now, die.
Disappointed. Finished and ready. Not one screaming for help. Silence them. Into the war.
Range, unfortunate.
Stay there, running. Reloading. Closing the gap.
The Vanguard there, I'm gonna put him first, I think. There's a zone throw over there. Alright, Bioforce gonna go. These guys just can't be allowed to spit out their garbage. That's why. Oh, thanks for interrupting him. I'm trying to hit that fucking thing behind him, but thanks for the most useless frag grenade of all time, bot. I don't like that those guys like to spit shit when they're 2 feet in front of you. I can't grapple him. All right, we got him. We got him. It's that one little area up there.
Finished and ready. Grapple launcher set. One down. Trillion photo. Arming up. What needs grappling?
Okay.
Finished and ready.
I played a single match of the triple NIF community event chess, the triple NIF community event chess piece, and it looks goofy. It'll go great with our rainbow marines. It looks pretty fucking stupid. Like, the only good cosmetic I think they've released for free is that, like, some of these new ones are okay, I guess, but, it's the
Ordnance on me.
one thing. God, I'm fucking brain farting here.
Got
The
gear.
firstborn helmet. That one looks pretty good. Can't lie. That is a nice looking helmet.
Tether 'em down. Reloading.
Or Dart. Does anybody know if Mr. E is still streaming? I imagine he might be. I was gonna ask him if he wanted to do some Dark Tide later,
Swapping out Mac.
because I wanted to get some true duos on this channel or some other things as well in that game.
Here it's sanity.
I've actually been enjoying Dark Tide an awful lot this recent patch.
Arming up. Book available.
The first lethal helmet, that was pretty good. First lethal helmet was pretty good.
Finished and
Too bad it's like kind of a new helmet now, because lethal's pretty easy. Though I guess like it's only anything in this game is particularly hard, but the like at least there's like nothing really that hard with teams, and the absolute shoulder piece looks like fucking butt cheeks compared to the lethal helmet they've released. I will say the Tyrannic War veteran chest piece doesn't look too bad, and those Inquisitor arms are pretty good from the ordeals. Unfortunately, I need to ask like the GOAT of PvP. Like, I just need to find like a sweaty ass PvP team and be like, hey, I am Trash Can. Will you carry me and get me all my ordeals, or like let me sit there and like just feed off your aura, so I can just kill these teammates like while they're just being hounded by your excellent PvP prowess. Because I feel like I could get that going, like just get a live stream like a PvPer for this game. Someone who's like, I don't know any of the well-known PvPers, probably Big Gentleman. I watched him quite a bit. He only plays PvP for this game.
searching for
And I've like played 2 matches of PvP in my whole life. So I'll just ask him to like go in there and like put so much pressure on the enemies that I can just farm them with grenades. And like pick up extra kills like the world's most successful weasel. That'll be me. Now, if some people say you don't want to be like the gaming goblin, but if you remember correctly, goblins did own all the banks in Harry Potter.
Bang and fly
So like being a sneaky little rat that like just snags kills on the PvP game, it's not that bad. It's been a long time since tokens were the ring. Goblins are moving up in the world. I don't like PvP because I don't get to murder thousands of Tyranids. It's also just like, the PvP could be really fun. I'm sure it is fun for a lot of people. It's just very developed. But you know, I've played underdeveloped PvP game modes before, like Red Dead Online, and I love the shit out of those. And even though Red Dead Online's PvP was so fucking imbalanced, that you could just go in as like a high level, and honestly, like a new player in that game, they were like a non-player character. They were just there to die. And like, if there's another high level you came across in that game, it's like, oh, okay, so this is like a real player. It's like that game Titanfall, where like the game is a bunch of pilots and there's like the little bots. I thought those bots were real players in that game because they were just too low level to actually do any meaningful damage to you. So you just go around farming people until you run across another player that's a high enough level to actually do damage to you. I just want to plant these bombs. It's given me 4 recently, which is kind of annoying. And it's also a bunch of snipers, which also sucks. Can't believe you plant with a sniper on your ass. Pains me deeply to get the 1,000 Suns hammer. What it says, pains me deeply. Where did I read this? There's a I lost it. I'm gonna get shot if I keep trying to look at it. 1 second. I'll read that in a minute. Of course, it spawned an army of Hormigons down here. I will say, these new spawns look pretty fun. Like, my game is getting sufficiently lagged, which means that, somebody at Saber's like, listen guys, crank that shit up. But sure, it'll lag the console users. Crank it up. They'll happily play in 20 FPS. If it means they get to cut through more Tyranids. Everyone's talking about the 1,000 Suns hammer. It's true. That hammer's like one of the coolest things in there, besides like the armor pieces. I do like the high honor auto rifle, only because like it does mean a lot more to have something like that. But realistically, I'm never gonna get the high honor auto bolt rifle. I might get the. God, this is quite the slog this time. Probably because I can't find any actual teammates to play with. So I'm just stuck soloing all these missions at like level 11. And the last guy was, let's say, suboptimal. Once you have the bulk carbine sniper PvP, it's alright. I mean, I just wanna, maybe I'll just grind PvP, you know? Maybe PvP will hook me, you never know. Maybe I'll start playing that PvP and go like, wow, you know what? It's like a whole new game. And I can't wait to get on every night and have a grand old fun time. Oh shit. Why are there so fucking many of these guys? It was too much to dream that that would actually work through his shield, was it?
What needs grappling?
Oh, I don't think so.
Grappling, thought. Dispensing skills. Arming up.
I want these Owen throws, man. I want this guy's head. I thought I might bulk card by now. That's awkward. What a waste of. This sucks, dude. This is not fun. What you're seeing on your screen right now is not fun.
One down. Trillions to go. Grappling, let us use more bombs. Just to be safe.
Oh, that's one way to kill them all, I guess. Let's grab the tiny guy.
That down, reloading.
Okay. That's over now. These spawns have actually been bad shit, dude. Yeah, you saw like the last one. Yeah, the Fall of Betrayers mission. That was pretty cancerous. That was very fun. Who knows? Maybe it'll get better. I mean, that's gotta be the hardest part. You can actually plant the fucking bomb now. Once I hit level 4 on this, level 4 prestige, I'll probably make a video on Vanguard. I do feel like playing around with the prestige perks more on these guys. You know, you get a lot more of a feel for like the impact they're making when you level them up like this, because you just have so much, there's a large volume of game time on them. That's pretty good. This armor stuff is pretty damn good. And that other armor perk, which is what I'm probably going to take for no knockback on gun strikes be pretty good, but just having more armor sounds pretty meta. Like the pretty much gets the heavy perk for on rapid succession you get armor back. And that just pretty much makes you like a little sneaky armor gaining creature. Alright, get me the fuck out of here. Vanguard's already pretty hard to kill, and him having like a little extra armor regen is pretty damn good. When you get max 4, can you choose different perks or have to level again for them? You can choose different ones. You can like you have to spend like 750 points, and then you can just re-choose your whole thing. But you have to like pick them in like that order. Just get to choose again. Alright, let's see what we got here.
Astartes! We were not expecting such illustrious company in the rear ranks. We've got a handle on these probing strikes, my lords. It's the relay that's getting hammered right now.
Now here, I'm gonna put my
The hive
first
tyrant
ready
is
this.
heading this way.
That's
Oh, you never know.
news. Without armor
I'm gonna
support
put
to
my
tackle a
code
target
up.
that
If anyone
big,
wants to join.
we may have to bring down the supply bridge.
Way ahead of you.
Is this a withdrawal order?
Invite menu.
Negative.
There.
The objective is the hive
There's
tyrant
my
on the
invite code. If
bridge.
anyone wants to join on me, just
Defend
get free
this
XP.
position until the Tyranid
Probably my
command
last
unit
one.
is executed.
But
Understood.
I don't feel like doing
my
the end of
lord.
this without people.
May the Emperor
So,
guide our lasguns to
Probably
your
go a lot
support.
quicker.
Incoming! Ready up, Ape.
Probably should have done that for the
Show
last mission too.
Emperor's angels what we are made of. Left
But
flank.
hopefully somebody read
See
that
us on the
because
roof.
I just used some Tyranids here
Bullshit,
now.
brothers! Tyranids on the rooftops!
Let's go check for the Guardian Relic over here.
Got a pile up below.
except for these guys. I mean, I'm gonna do Vanguard right now. That's understandable. Vanguard's pretty fun. It's been a fun class.
You have its attention. It is moving to intercept. Apply more pressure.
Yeah, I'll say even the overpowered classes in this game are pretty fun to play. Like, I never feel like I'm just snooze festing through as much as some other games. Clean up these guys. Should be pretty easy now. I actually have people with me.
I've never seen such an atrocity. Hold.
Some of the prestige levels here. Angry, you're not prestige. See, I would have totally just like taken the code and then prestige my character immediately. I think I'm free XP estimate. Looks like we're in a Space Wolf. Let's see if we got Mercy here. Oh, this guy's wearing like a classic Space Wolf outfit. I like it. I dig it. This is like some straight up stuff. None of that fancy schmancy shit they added. I fuck with it.
Lieutenant Titus, please repeat.
W act of charity and kindness. Yes, charity and kindness. Definitely not summoning people to carry me, so I don't have to try. It was all kindness. I don't know if these guys need this armory relic, but here, this is an act of charity and kindness.
Sounds like we have a hunt, brothers.
We can hold this position, Lords. We'll keep the
Vanguard are some of the best prestige perks. They're pretty good. I think Sniper and Bulwark and Heavy probably won the most. And then Tactical is that one really overpowered one. Also, what's up, Emperor's Servant? Vanguard is just dope. He is pretty fucking dope. A Guardian really just for me. Wait, where's the... I didn't check for the Gene Seed over here. Oh, it's flying ahead of us, I guess. It is weekend, so tomorrow I'll probably be streaming in the afternoon. So you guys know. Whatever, I'll probably be playing with viewers that day too, because we're only gonna have like 2 more classes to level up at that point, and then we're pretty much golden. And I'll probably be doing some challenge runs after that.
Approach all your duties with the same gusto as you engage the enemy.
How is it you can muster the same enthusiasm for
I'll
command
do that.
and reasons?
It is imperative we learn from our victories and our defeats.
I will fight on the battlefield. You can learn from my actions afterwards.
I trust my homies to body these
Or scared.
Biobor I walked by and left all the scroll mines, as one does, you know.
To finish it off.
I am proud of it. Let's take a look here. Alright, well, heads are just fucking exploding, and I'm not really sure why, but... I mean, a dead Tyranid is a dead Tyranid.
I will attempt to keep it on the Auspex.
Figure I'd relic over here if they want that. Probably should just give them this gene seed to one of them, because they're kind of low. But I got the stims, so it should be okay. As long as I use my stim properly, I should be getting back up to like 70% HP on like a bad hit.
Tell us a report.
What prestige perks have we chosen? We took the 10% increased damage to ranged attacks within 8 meters. The increased HP, because increased HP is just always really good in this game. It's very valuable. And we also took the armor on grapnel. That's also a very, very good perk. Because it pretty much just says you have better defenses when you need them the most. Which is when you dive into the enemy. Also, there's probably some cool builds you can do with that, where like you have a conviction, and like you give yourself armor back, and you can break it, trigger your health damage reduction, make you take more damage. It's just very good perk. Fits the Vanguard very well. Some of his other perks are less good.
Come out, you traitor Xenos. Rebels are just set.
Oh, get that perk. But I didn't crack the grid. It's been a while since I've seen the somebody actually use the Extremis. It's like getting my armor, even though he got the execute. That's cool. Good perk. It's been a while since I've seen someone actually use the Extremis execute. That perk's pretty good.
Heal your packs, brothers.
That is definitely a top tier perk. That and Radiating Impact. Though I've started to... Radiating Impact's a little slept on. But the signature perk for tactical.
Join me.
I'm using that more. That one gets better the worse the game gets.
Done running, alien trespasser. Hawk available.
Give me that Auspex parry, yes. Look how much impact the tactical has in the game. That's one parry. Just like, it's deliver us. That's all they have to do.
Feels like those newer tropes, but much worse.
I do it again. I'll just get my armor back. Oh. That's glitchy, but that's okay. Bang, bang, bang. Nope, I want none of that. It's over. Oh, you brought the squad. Has there ever been a poll or something that breaks down how popular each class is? I don't think so. Sniper probably last. Probably. Maybe. I don't know. There's a lot of last Fusel spammers, so you never know. Alright, guys. I think that's probably my last one tonight. Maybe I'll put one more. The last half went so much faster because I got help. How nice. Alright, actually, if I get a proper quick match with the other thing, Gene Seed, I might be able to hit 25. It'd be close, though. I haven't actually done the math. Which I don't think that's possible. I think we'll be stuck at like 24. It's gonna suck. Might have to play 2 more. Ugh. Anyways, that'll be for another time. Maybe I'll do that offline or off stream. But I'm pretty tired now. So take it easy, guys. Thanks for watching. Thank you all once again for helping us hit 10,000 subscribers. That means a lot to me. It is quite the privilege to be able to play any type of game for an audience, and that's really cool. So, thanks guys. Have a great night, and take it easy. Peace.